Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, Candy Washington, and we love being beautifully basic and talk all things reality TV, pop culture, wellness and self-care, and everything else in the middle. So as people start to join, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel and this video. Be sure to pop into the comment section because today we are going to get into it regarding all of the reality tea and the hot topics. And I want to make sure that we are talking about the things that you all want to talk about. So today we are going to get into it. There has been Real Housewives of OC casting news. There's been the conversation around the Real Housewives of Potomac and colorism. Want to dive into that. Hey, I'm going to say hi to you guys as you come in. Hi, Cynthia Scott. That's right, you guys. Say hi in the chat box because I want this to be a conversation. I want you guys to get into it, and I want us all to just have fun and pick what we're going to talk about today. So there's Lala, Anthony, and Carmelo. Their divorce is messy, 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 messy. There's some side chicks and some side babies. It's getting messy, guys. There's the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Was Simon and Falynn actually looking for a third? And a third is different than a threesome. So we can get into that tea as well. And yeah, there are just a lot going on. So we are going to jump into it. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Let's get that out the way. Hey, T Bartox. Hello, Candy. Hey, girl. How are you? Yes, yes. Happy Friday. Hey, Christy Love. Hey, Candy. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Golden Goods. Hey, how are you? Yes. Let's see here. Don Hall says, hey, everyone. Yes, hey, everyone. So that's right. Let's put everything in the chat box that you guys want to talk about. We'll go through all the hot topics in reality TV together and just have a nice Friday afternoon kiki. Okay. Young Ridge says, you're back. Yes, I'm back. Oh, yesterday I had to deal with some bullshit, but it's all good. We all have those moments in our lives where things pop up and you just have to handle your business. So yesterday I was handling business, but we are back today. We are hot and we are better than ever. Hey, Gala. She says, hey, Candy. Hey, everyone. Hey, hey, hey. So Gala says, I thought they were already divorced. Okay. So now that I believe you're referring to Lala, Anthony, and Carmelo. So no, they are not already divorced. And I want to give a shout out to Rodney the Voice. This is where I got this tea from. So based on what he said, I'll share that tea and scoop, and then I'll put my own insight on it. But I want to give a shout out to Rodney the Voice because this is where I got that tea from. So Lala and Carmelo are not already divorced. So apparently Carmelo had been, dipping out and cheating, this, that, and the third. And he actually got one of his side chicks pregnant. So she got pregnant. She had the baby. I believe it's a girl, but he is not acting like an actual father to her. He just basically sends his monthly paycheck of child support, and that's it. He's not active in the child's life. He just basically, got the jump off pregnant and then is a deadbeat dad, but just sends money, which we all know money does not make a father. You need to be present in a child's life. You need to acknowledge that child, and you need to take care of that child. Getting someone pregnant and just sending a check is not enough. That does not a father make. So the tea is, and again, you guys, all of this is alleged and all of this is just commentary for fun. Okay. So the tea is Carmelo went out and he found another jump off, another side chick. And this chick got knocked up, but this time with twins. So she is knocked up with twins. And I guess that was Lala's final straw, and that's why now she's going for the divorce. And the side chick says what all side chicks say. Well, he said, it didn't seem like he was married. He was really open. It seemed like he was happy, wasn't happy with his wife and blah, 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 blah. Basically just justifying why they're sleeping with a married man. But that jump off is pregnant with twins. That is the alleged hot tea. So that's going on with Lala and Anthony, that messy messiness. So let me know what you guys think. At Chrissy Love said, I did too. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe they've had breaks in the past, or they've taken separation breaks. But the tea that I got from Rodney the Voice was that now Lala has filed for divorce. Maybe she's filing for divorce again, especially considering he's had all of these past side chicks and side babies in the marriage. Hey, Erica, she says, happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Hey, Lady Tia's t-shirts and design. Hey, beautiful and beautiful people. Happy early Juneteenth. Yes, happy early Juneteenth. Yes. Let's get Candy monetized. Watch hours is what she need. Yes, yay. Thank you guys so much. I will have updates on monetization very, very soon. But thank you so much, Lady Tia. And yes, if you guys just want to support, just give a like, give a watch, give a subscribe, give a share. Cash App, PayPal info is there only if you want to. So thank you so much, Lady Tia. Young Rich says, me too, girl. Yesterday was a mess. Yesterday was a mess. But you know what? Is it, what's it called? Mercury in retrograde? Is that what is going on and effing up the flow? Like, it must be Mercury, must be in retrograde, because it was just like one thing after another, and I was just like, I'm not with the shits, I'm not with the BS. But we are back. We have our joy back, and we're gonna have a nice kiki. Hey, Lady Tia. So Lady Tia says, do you think Lala need Carmelo? I don't think Carmelo and Lala is on the same page, different age. Yeah, so I don't know if it's necessarily just an age thing, but I think if you have a marriage where there has been multiple infidelities, multiple children on the side, living separate lives, I don't really think that that's compatibility. And I always heard that Lala was some type of socialite, that she came from money. Remember, she used to be really good friends with Kim Kardashian. I don't know if she still is. And then Carmelo, obviously, he has his own money from basketball. He actually, I think, started at Syracuse, and then he went off to do his professional whole situation. And then Lala also has her like acting career, and I'm sure she has her other side projects. So maybe it's more of just like trying to save face, and it's more like they want it to be this enviable power couple, but really behind the scenes, like he has multiple kids and cheating and all that stuff. Maybe she just couldn't deal with the embarrassment anymore. And also remember with and again, this is all alleged, all my opinion, but also remember with celebrities, sometimes they come together in these like power couples for the press and to save face. You know, like they will come together for like the photo ops and the red carpets and the look at our happy family display in People magazine, things like that. So sometimes these celebrity couples either come together or stay together for the press, and then behind the scenes, they're living separate lives, having kids, doing God knows what else on the side. So, hey. So Young Rich says, I thought they were divorced as well. Well, that's what you guys are saying. Again, I got this from Rodney the Voice. I usually trust his tea, but you know how things go. You never know. But that is what was reported. So we'll see. But speaking of divorces, so hot off the presses, Married to Medicine couple Contessa and Scott are allegedly getting divorced. And the only word I have to describe this is duh. I mean, watching them was painful. And to be perfectly transparent, I checked out mid-season on Married to Medicine this season. For one, I really didn't like the way he did my girl Mariah. I thought they did her very, very dirty. For two, Dr. Jackie was a little hard to watch this season as well. Heavenly, to me, has always been really kind of evil, and that was just like, it was like over the top too much. And I felt that they dragged out the Toya versus Contessa drama. It just seemed really childish in a way that wasn't even appealing to watch. Like, you didn't take your shoes off, and then Contessa going off at Anila's family dinner and like standing up and pushing her like taking her arm away from her elderly mother, which I thought was like ridiculous because she had this very strong masculine energy toward Anila. And of course, if you're a mom and you see someone, I don't think Contessa would have done anything to Anila, absolutely not. But of course, if you're a mother and you see another chick like puffing up to your child, of course you're going to step in. Like, that's a motherly instinct. And I don't think that Contessa was trying to be disrespectful to Anila's mom, but the way she like pulled her hand back, that's just not how I personally would roll. If that makes, like, I wouldn't treat an elderly person like that, and I certainly wouldn't treat someone's mother like that. But again, watching Contessa and Scott, it was really hard. Like, clearly he just had like a disdain for her, and they would have these like random blow-ups. They would talk all about their business during filming, and then they would go off hand in hand, and then they would come back. It was just weird. And then clearly he was cheating on her. Remember, he lied and was like, oh, this is my life coach, but I don't pay her. That's why she's texting me at all hours of the night. So yeah, ridiculous. Hey, Akira, she goes, not double the trouble. Exactly. T-Bert goes, oh my God, twins. Yep, that's the word on the street. Lady TSC said, Lala married Carmelo for a come up, in my opinion. Yes, that is true, because it always goes back to people who are rich want fame, and people who are famous want to be famous and rich. That's basically my opinion. So Lala could have been the socialite. Maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. Maybe that was just sort of like a story that was planted to give her a bigger backstory. I'm not sure. So again, this is all alleged, and these are just, you know, fun gossip and tea that we've picked up along the way. But marrying someone who is a celebrity or who is famous definitely gives you a come up, regardless if you have money or not. So I definitely agree with that opinion. You know, Lala marrying Carmelo definitely was a come up for her. Carmelo didn't need to marry Lala Anthony because he was already a celebrity and rich in his own right. Hey so much, Dev. Afternoon, beautiful. Afternoon to you too. Happy Friday, everybody. Okay, let's see. Okay. Darren Hood says, hey, Candy. Hey, Darren. Yes, yes, yes. Hey, Kira, Mercury retrograde. So is Jupiter and Saturn. Pff, yes, that explains the BS. So everybody out there, just stay prayed up, stay safe, and don't let Mercury retrograde get you down. No, no, no. Hey, Miles Kidman, what do you think about Juneteenth becoming a holiday and non-Black people having the paid day off? Okay, so my opinion on Juneteenth becoming a holiday is this. I am excited. I want Juneteenth to become a national holiday. I think it's okay if non-Black people have the paid day off, because if it's only for just Black people, that can get really murky. It's like, what if you are mixed race? Do you take half a day? Do you take a quarter of the day? And then it also, to me, if it's going to be a national holiday, then I think everyone needs to participate in honoring that day. Like, having days off is supposed to be in service of remembrance and paying homage to. So it's not just about like, oh, I'm getting a free paid day off. That the reason why we have holidays and the reason why we have, bank holidays, federal holidays, national holidays, is because that day is supposed to be served in remembrance of whatever we're celebrating. Like Veterans Day, it's like remembrance of the veterans who served. Memorial Day is in remembrance of the soldiers who died. Malcolm MLK Day is in remembrance of everything that Malcolm X did. So I'm fine with, I think everyone should participate, because it shouldn't just be us honoring that day. It should be everyone honoring that day. Allies as well. And it should be a day for remembrance of everything that happened. I want that to happen. And then on top of that, I also want to make sure that in schools, we are teaching Juneteenth. In institutions, we're teaching about Juneteenth. I want diversity and inclusion and sensitivity training included in schools and also included in the workplace. So yes, I want Juneteenth to become a national holiday. I think everyone should take the day off so everyone can pay homage and remembrance and celebrate it. But then I want to take it a step further and make sure that we are teaching, Black history. We are teaching the true Black experience, not just the negative, not just slavery and not just all of that stuff, but also teaching about the beautiful accomplishments and achievements and contributions that Black people have had to this country. So to me, what I really want is people to start teaching Black joy and Black excellence in schools. alongside telling the truth about the way in which this country was formed. And then I want diversity and sensitivity and inclusive training at all corporations and all institutions, because nothing will change until there is a cognizant change, until there is education, until there is a lived experience, and until there is safe spaces to have the hard conversations. So that's what I think about that. Okay. Lady Tia says, Candy, read all your comments when you blow up. Don't forget us, beautiful. I see your glow up and enjoy your realness. Yes. Oh my God, Lady Tia. Do not worry. Like, you guys give me life. I've been having so much fun. And yeah, I will always read all the comments, because to me, the purpose of my live is for us to have a dialogue, a kiki, a chit chat. I want you guys to feel empowered to mold the conversation. Like, let me know what you want to talk about, what's interesting you. If I'm talking about something, you're like, Candy, we're bored, move on. Okay. Or if you're like, let's talk about this. Oh, this is a good conversation. So I want everyone to feel empowered to put in a chat what you feel and what you want to talk about. Email me, DM me. I want this community to be inclusive, and everyone has a say. Why not? Hey, New York Finest. Hey, Candy, Lala stays employed. Yes, she does. She definitely stays employed. Wasn't she on, what do you call it? Wasn't she on Power? She was on Power, right? And like some other stuff too. What do you guys think about her acting skills? I mean, I don't want to go too, I don't want to bring her all the way down on the show. Oh, wait, I missed this page. Hey, Paige Coleman. Hi, you're so pretty and beautiful. Love your hair and your makeup. I love you. Yay! Thank you so much. I currently do not have a glam squad, so this is a la me. So thank you. Hey, Darren Hood. I miss seeing Mariah. I miss seeing Mariah too, and also just on a gut level, it was hard for me to get into Married to Medicine, knowing that Bravo was trying to take her show from her, kick her off the season or kick her off the show, when it was literally her idea. It was her intellectual property. And that also just hits really home. I think if you are a writer, if you are a creator, if you are any type of creative professional where you create things, owning the copyright and owning your intellectual property is so, so, so important. And making sure you read all the contracts and you understand everything that is being said in those contracts. Because watching Bravo try to, and this is all alleged, but watching Bravo try to hijack Mariah and then try to put out the false narrative, like, oh, well, she wasn't a good businesswoman. She just, signed on the dotted line and sold her show to Bravo. Well, she's in litigation. There is a lawsuit going on. Maybe it's over, maybe it's not. I'm not sure if she's able to talk about where it's at, but I just couldn't support a show knowing that they did that. And I get that the cast still need to make money, and I get that the cast still need to show up because that's their job. But I really didn't like the way Dr. Heavenly tried to come out and bash Mariah. She's just so jealous. It's like sickening how jealous of her she is. And then she tried to backpedal it. Remember, she was like, oh, maybe Mariah does, because it was clear that like the lawsuit was going to continue to go on. Hey, Abby, Scott was awful. Yeah, Scott was awful, just real nasty and just like, ugh. I don't like it when men are dismissive of women in any capacity. I'm not saying you have to coddle. I'm not saying you have to take disrespect or drama or anything like that. But just on a core level, when I see a man like be particularly publicly dismissive of a woman, especially if that woman is his wife, it just hits the wrong way. And it's hard to watch. It's like, what turns me on, what grinds my gears is when, not grinds my gears, what turns me on is when I see a man back up his woman. Like, I love that. Even if she's wrong sometimes, but like in public, I like to see when the man is like having his woman's back. To me, that is like such a sexy, sexy thing. Hey, Young Rich, Scott can finally be free with them Baylor athletes on the grinder. Oh, alleged. Yo, Young Rich coming through with the tea. You really think so? I mean, alleged, how you doing? But like, Okay, I think when it comes to sexuality, it's always usually on a spectrum. And sometimes people have different mannerism or epithets that may make them appear more masculine or feminine on that spectrum. And I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you, Young Rich, but this is just alleged based on what I'm watching. This is not a knock on anyone in the LGBTQIA community at all. Hi, Klima Danielle Wade. But in recent times, Scott and Tessa have been good based on their Instagram, or were they faking it? Girl, I don't believe Instagram. Instagram is nothing but a curated press release for people. That is it. You can't believe Instagram. First of all, with Instagram, there's so many filters. There's photoshopping. There's posting old photos. There's posting Photoshop photos. There's writing clickbait captions and all that stuff. I think Instagram is a great way to control the narrative that you want out there. Because you see a lot, especially with these celebrities, they will be fronting on Instagram. And not even celebrities. Like, think about your own life, right? Like, I know you have those friends who on Instagram or Facebook, you would think that their relationship was God's gift to everybody in the world. They were so happy and loving and committed. But behind the scenes, you know he's dipping out. You know she's stressed out. You know there's a side chick baby on the way. You know they filed for divorce 25 times. You know they're sleeping in separate bedrooms. You know there might be a how you doing situation. So it's like celebrities are just like us. Of course, they're going to put out this front on social media because they want to control the narrative. They want to be seen a certain way. So if you're saying in recent times they've been fronting on Instagram and now they're getting divorced, and then on the show you see that they can barely stand to be in the same room, to me it's pretty clear what is going on, right? It's pretty clear that they were posting to have a narrative, to have a certain look on the show and a certain look to everyone else, but then behind the scenes, it was a shit show. Hey, Kimberly James, she says, hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful, right back to you. Onita, hi, Candy, they were dating for a long time, but he was hiding her. Ooh, do you mean Lala and Carmelo? Was Carmelo hiding Lala before he brought her out? See, I hate when guys do that. That really grinds my gears. And ladies and fellas, if you are with someone, you are the prize. And always remember, like, of course, take your time to date, take your time to get to know someone. I'm not saying, meet someone and start posting on Instagram the next day. Obviously, no, not. Use your discernment. However, if you are in a situationship, it's been going on for a while, you guys are being intimate, and another partner wants to hide you, that is a massive red flag. They are either married, they have bad intentions, like they don't actually have intentions to commit to you or to really be with you, and they're kind of stringing you along. So if you are in a relationship, a situationship with someone, and they aren't hiding you, i.e. not showing you on social media, not introducing you to their family, not introducing you to their friends, massive red flag. Run, know your worth, be strong enough to walk away. That person doesn't deserve your shine. Let's put it that way. Hey, New York Finest. I think she was there for the come up. They've been together for years. Yeah, they have been together. Yeah. So again, we're talking about Lala and Carmelo. Yeah. So they had been together for years. And I agree 100%. She got the come up from him, because even if she was a socialite and she had money, she didn't have fame and notoriety. That is for sure. Hey, Kimberly James. She says, I love your channel. I can see your channel doing really well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I'm with the shits. I'm here, you guys. Definitely. Hey, Marcella Booth. Hey, Marcella. She goes, hi, Candy. Definitely been in prayer. So Deborah and I plan to cleanse our spirits. Yes, sending love to Marcella, sending love to So Debonair, sending love to Plez, and to Princess, sending love to all of you guys. Yes, cleanse your spirits, clean your mind, and just try and find the lesson in the mess, the message in the mess, and move forward just in a better space. And also, I have been living for Nosy Ho's live. Shout out to Nosy Ho. She was doing the damn thing on her channel. She is like part 7, part 8, part 55, volume 2, unmasking the avatar. Like, she is with the shits. Did you guys see on her live when the people from Catfish like called in and she was like, yo, I'm on YouTube live right now. She sent me. I was sent. And yes, we'll be doing more all about the tea. We'll be doing more avatar videos coming up. We just want to make sure that we have more juicy tea to spill. Hey, Lady Tia, Juneteenth should have been a holiday. We are free-ish. Yes, exactly. Juneteenth should have way been a holiday. And you're right, we are free-ish. The fact that it's 2021 and we're still being disproportionately shot dead by the police, you know, everything that's happened over the pandemic, it's just racism itself has evolved, and the way in which modern slavery itself has evolved. Look at our judicial system and the jail and the prison system. That is nothing but modern day slavery. You know, look at you know, people of color not being able to buy certain properties, not being able to have certain job opportunities. That is also a form of modern day slavery. You know, that is not allowing upward mobility. So there's a lot of things that we need to do to clean it all up. But for me, I want to focus on really highlighting Black joy, Black excellence, Black contributions, supporting our allies and supporting us. I know that sometimes they don't always get it right. Nobody has all the answers. No one does. But I think giving a little bit of, and I know we always have to give grace. We always have to be understanding. Like, I know I get it, but give a little bit of grace to the people who genuinely want to be our allies. Speaking of, let's talk about Real Housewives of New York. Okay, what are y'all thoughts? I cannot stand Leah. I can't stand, I cannot stand her. The work is showing, honey. The work is showing. It is so clear that she is performing, that she had an agenda. She came on the show and she wanted to portray herself as this like woke princess person. She's going off the deep end about her grandmother dying. She's flying off the handle about things that don't matter. You know, she's attached herself to Ebony, which is what they do. They always have the new housewife come, and they always come as a friend of someone on the show. I think she really set up Heather. Like, I know there's been a lot of conversation about, you know, Heather and her comments and everything going on about her calling Ebony articulate. But but for me, that kind of goes back to giving allies a little bit of grace when it comes to that, because I don't think sometimes we have to think about the person's heart and their intention. And maybe the execution was wrong or inaccurate or off, but that doesn't mean that their intentions weren't in the right place. So I actually really like Heather. And to me, I cannot stand Leah. I think that Leah to me is actually the problem. I think Leah to me is the prime example of cultural appropriation for your own selfish gain and agenda. Her whole married to mob fashion line, all this stuff. Word on the street is, and this is allegedly, Leah is actually extremely conservative and is extremely you know, not as woke and all this stuff as she pretends to be on the show, but having that persona helps her fashion married to mob line, because she tries to be all like hood and whatever and hard and all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. But word on the street is that is just all a facade to sell her clothes. To me, Leah reminds me of like Miley Cyrus, Justin Timberlake. Who else is out there doing it? You know, those celebrities who act like they're down with the culture. They have a Black effect. They hang out with Black people. They are down for the culture, blah, 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 to get the street cred, to get the notoriety, to get, you know, an invite to the cookout. But then the moment they got their cred, the notoriety, you know what I'm saying, and money, all of a sudden they code switch right back to who they were before. Like Miley came out, remember, in her interview, and she was saying how like it was bashing hip hop culture and how she's going back to being in her country roots and all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. And she was like embarrassed that she was like twerking and doing all this stuff. So it's just like, okay, you came with it. You got what you wanted from the culture. You appropriated us. And now that you think you've gotten to a different level, now you want to bash the culture that got you there. To me, that is what Aaliyah is, and I cannot stand her. But I absolutely love Sonia. To me, Sonia, I think, is what a real ally looks like. Someone who puts their hands up and says, hey, this hasn't been going, like, we haven't been right to people of color. It's time for us to shut up and to listen and to be accountable. I'm living for Sonia, and I love Ebony. Ebony, if you're watching, let's be friends because I love you. Okay. Young Riches, hey, at Marcella Booth. Yes. Let's get back into it, guys. T-Bird Talks. Hi, Marcella, praying for you and the rest of the panelists. Me too. Praying for everybody in this situation. New York Finest says, I concur, Candy. Thank you so much, you guys. Yes. Okay, okay. Hey, Farah, she goes, that non-blacks don't have Juneteenth off is a misnomer. Okay, my job designated it to be a company-wide holiday. This year, we were given the option of taking today or Monday off, and today we closed at 4 p.m. Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you. That's good to know. Because I think it should be company-wide. I think it should be nationwide. Hey, T-Bird Talk. She goes, Contessa and Scott just looked like they wasn't happy with each other anymore. Yeah, they looked like they weren't happy for each other. They looked like they just had disdain. No love. And you could tell they weren't having sex. And I'm sorry, but sex is a cornerstone of any relationship. Yes. Hey, Sam Blank. She goes, did Avatar try to silence you yesterday? No. So my situation had nothing to do with the Avatar. It's a completely different situation. Everything is being handled accordingly. And again, like I said before, nothing can happen to those who love the Lord. Yes. But no, it was not the Avatar. It was something else, which I know, and I'm going to speak it now, and I'm going to affirm it now. It's actually going to work out in my favor and in my greatest good. So I think, and I leave that with all of you guys. If something happens, if you face an obstacle, if you have a hard time, if, people are coming at you with the bullshit, just affirm that all that which comes to pass is for your greatest good, and that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And however it turns out, it will be in your favor. Let that get you through any obstacle or hard time, because that's what I'm claiming in my life. Hey, Sasha. She says, hey, girl. Hey. Yes. Hey, T-Bird Talk says they need to bring back Mariah. The show isn't the same without her. I agree. They do need to bring back Mariah. And I also thought it was weird how they brought on Anila, who was kind of like the Indian American representation that Mariah kind of had with her husband, because he was Indian American in their family, and she was showing how they celebrated, I think it was like Ramadan and other cultural things. So it was just kind of weird that was going on. Hey, Rich, I hope her acting is better than that singing child. Me too. Hey, at Michelle Jenkins, she says, hey, Candy. Hey. Yes. Hey, Keisha. She goes, yes, I miss Mariah too. She is suing them, so doubt if she'll ever return to the show. True, she is suing them. She is. But depending on how the lawsuit shakes out, she might be able to return to the show, or maybe she'll be able to still get like residuals or have some type of like creative input. I don't know. So we'll have to see what happens with the lawsuit, because if the lawsuit goes in her favor, she might have even more power and a more say, which is what she should have had in the first place. It was her show. It's like, and you also have to think about how they treat different people. Bravo wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare kick off Lisa Vanderpump from Vanderpump Rules, or from Vanderpump Dogs, or from Overserved with Lisa Vanderpump, right? Bravo wouldn't dare kick off Lisa Vanderpump from one of her shows. They also wouldn't dare kick off Candy, right? Could you imagine if Bravo all of a sudden with like Candy's new restaurant show was like, you know what? We're going to keep the show. Great idea, Candy. But we're going to kick you off. We're going to keep the aunties. We're going to keep everybody else. We're going to keep the crew. But Candy, you're kicked off. Could you imagine? No, you can't, because I wouldn't do it. Bravo knows who they can and cannot mess with. And I think Mariah showed them, like, I'm actually one that you can't mess with. They would not ever kick off Lisa Vanderpump on one of her shows. They would never kick off Candy on one of her shows. But they felt like they could kick off Mariah on her own show. And Married to Medicine was Mariah's show. It was her idea. It was her concept. She did the original casting, and she brought the project to Bravo. So it's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Hey, at Young Rich, what's there to be jealous of? I don't know. Hey, Sasha. I mean, on an ethical level, what they did to Mariah was wrong. But when you sign over the rights to your IP, they have the power to do whatever they like with or without you. Right. But I think that is the crux of the lawsuit, right? Is whether or not she did sign over the power of her IP. Because if she did, then there wouldn't be grounds for a lawsuit. They would be like, let's just look at the thing. Like, there is no grounds for it. So to me, it sounds like she didn't sign over her rights, but they're still trying to play her. That's what it sounds like to me, at least, allegedly, in my opinion. Because if she had signed over the rights to her IP, then there would be no basis for the lawsuit. Hey, New York Finest Skies, Matt Contessa could beat him up. Y'all stupid. And she could. And she could. Like, I wouldn't mess with Contessa. Contessa, I love you, girl. Don't come at me. I would not mess with Contessa. I can't fight. I put that out there. I can't fight. But that's also why I'm very mindful of my mouth. That's why I'm not a Candace Dillard. Like, I don't pop off on my mouth at people. I am very kind and I show respect because I can't fight. So I don't my mouth to cast a check, my butt can't cash, or whatever the saying goes, because I don't want to catch a mollywop like Candace. Okay, hey Farah, I miss Mariah as well, but we need to do better with handling our business. She should have done better to protect our IP. Good that she's not pursuing it legally. I hope she'll be made whole. Yes. So I don't know if Mariah didn't do a good job protecting her IP. Maybe she did, and that's why she's even able to pursue it legally. I don't know exactly what Mariah did on her legal side. However, I'm just saying in general, I agree with you 1,000%. We all, as you know, the writer and the talent and the content creator and the person like the little guy, you know. When we're creating something, we have to protect our IP. We have to protect our stuff. We have to be about our business. So yes, I agree with you 100%. Hey, dear Dana. Hello, all. Sending out big love. Yes. Sending out big love to you too. At Dear Dana. Candy, you were burned up YouTube the other day. Hey, I know. I saw my shout out at Jolene and Busy Blue, but then I heard I was also on other blogs. I don't know what the other blog was. So if you guys know, put it in the chat or DM me or email me if you know the other blog so I can thank them, because I want to send them a thank you. So thank you, Dana. I'm sorry, Dana. Hey, Onita. Yes, Lala couldn't say that they were dating until she got pregnant. Damn, whoa, hey. So that right there shows you how Carmelo was moving in his griminess, right? But that also should teach us, ladies, if a man isn't claiming you, don't stay with him. She's lucky that he married her when he was pregnant, because he's out there knocking up other women. One woman has a girl, another woman has twins on the way, and he hasn't claimed them, and he's not with them. So let that be a lesson to you. Don't get pregnant by a guy who doesn't claim you. Don't do it. The marriage isn't going to magically be fixed. Like, don't do it. You are worthy and deserving. Know your worth. And there is always someone out there who will love you the way in which you deserve to be loved. You do not have to settle for disrespect. Period. Hey, so much, Deb. Mello went for Lala his rookie year. Oh. Well, people out here are saying that he wasn't even claiming her. But you saying he went for his rookie year. I mean, maybe he went for a lot of people his rookie year because he was hot. It was all about the Mello. Hey, dude, if they are hiding you, you are the side chick. Exactly. Thank you, Dana. If they are hiding you, you are the side chick, because they are bringing the main chick to Thanksgiving. They are posting the main chick on Instagram. You are the side piece, and they don't have any intentions of making things right. So know your worth and get out of there. Hey, Sasha, but some people like being a side chick. That is true. Okay. Sasha, let's get into it. Okay, you're right. Some people don't want to be a main chick. Not everybody wants to get married, have 2.5 kids, and a white picket fence. Very, very true. My message is for the people who want those things. Don't settle for it. But if you are a side chick and you are completely content with just being the side chick, getting a check or a bag or a dinner here and there, or whatever the situation is, if you authentically are okay with that, then do you. Like, I'm personally very, I'm liberal. Like, I'm a Democrat. I'm on the left. So I really think anybody's lifestyle that they want to have, gay, straight, side chick, throuple, whatever you want to do it. Do whatever makes you truly happy. But I also do think that a lot of times, I'll just say women for now, but anybody really, I think sometimes people will put up a front and be like, yeah, I'm cool with being the side chick. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with being hidden, blah, 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 blah. Because on some level, they think that's the best that they can get. So they would rather have some love than no love. And so to the people that feel that way, I want those people to know that they can get genuine, authentic, true love. And they don't have to settle for pieces of a man, pieces of a woman, pieces of a relationship, that they deserve the whole pie and that they are not just a side chick. So yes, some people are totally fine with that. But I think the majority of people, if they're being honest with themselves, they don't want to be disappointed that if they actually say what they really want, they won't get it, or they will be rejected or abandoned. And so instead of putting themselves in a position to be rejected, they will kind of live in denial and pretend like they're okay with being a side chick. Hey, ew, your pic is gross. Okay. Hey, New York Finest. That was funny. Yes. Hey, T-Bird Talks. Try to get an interview with Mariah. I will. I'll definitely try. I mean, you guys know I am brand new to these YouTube streets, so I will. I'll have to figure out how to contact people and all of that stuff. My interviews not last week, the other day, those were legitimately, hand to God, surprised. I had no idea that was going to happen. I had no idea Schoolboy was going to come on. I had no idea Marcella and So Debonair was coming on. So I don't know how to contact Mariah, but I'm going to learn, and I will get more interviews for you guys. Hey, Young Rich, I think they found her last night. Do you mean they found Avatar Monica last night? I know. The streets were hot. There were so many different parts, and there was like 5-hour lives. Like, I gotta catch back up. But yes, Nosy Ho, girl is giving me life. Hey there, Randa. Nosy Ho is like a dog with a bone. I love every minute of it. Yes, I'm here for the shits. I'm here for it. I love Nosy Ho. She is so funny. But like I said before, watching her literally gives me anxiety because she is so like, oh. But I love it. I love it. I'm glued in. I am glued in. Young Rich, interview Melody Holt. Now, let me tell you, I love Melody Holt. I would love to interview her. And we will definitely be doing live recaps of the upcoming season of Married to Medicine, because I've watched all the past seasons. I know who all the players are, and I have a lot of thoughts about them. So we will definitely be doing lives, and I would love to interview Melody Holt. Like I said before, I'm new to these streets. I'm new to interviewing. So I will figure out how to do it for you guys. So keep letting me know who you want me to bring on, and I will do my best to get them to come. Yay, Marcella. She just hit that like button. Excellent blogger on deck. Woo, woo, woo. Breath of fresh air. Mwah. Thank you, Marcella. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hey, Farah. She just got notification from Nosy Ho that Monica Allen emailed her. She'll be going live tonight again. Yes. I'm going to be in the chats. Y'all chat with me. Let's support Nosy Ho on her catfish demasking mission. I am here for it. So let's support her, and let's watch her live tonight. At Yamrick says, at Roland, what is that? Wendy Williams' voice. Exactly. What was that? You guys, no D pics, okay? We're keeping this PG-13 above board. We're going to just have a fun and a kiki. Like, let's keep it clean for the kids. New York Fun is yes with upper mobility. Exactly. So we have to remember that there are still modern day institutionalized versions of slavery that goes beyond just having us in shackles. It's the prison system, it's the jail system, it's the judicial system, it's the family court system, dividing our families. You know, minority children are more likely to go into foster care, all of that, and to be taken away from their parents. The educational system, you know, teachers have like an inherent bias where they'll give, you know, minority students lower grades. We have to work harder. We all know about the pay disparity, access to loans and real estate and property. Like this is so systemic and it's so institutionalized and it goes so deep. So speaking of that, do you guys want to talk about my thoughts on the Real Housewives of Potomac, Candace saying that the reason why she gets so much smoke is because she's darker skinned than Ashley? Okay. Everybody already knows I am not a Candace fan. I'm not. And with that being said, and being completely so transparent about that, that is why I will say I think that her saying that people don't like her because she's darker skinned than Ashley is complete BS. Again, I think Candace is looking for a moment. She's looking for attention. She's trying to piggyback off of the Basketball Wives colorism situation with OG and Evelyn and Shawnee and that whole crew. Now, Basketball Wives, to me, 1,000% colorism. And I'll explain why I think that the two situations are different. One, I think that, okay, and first of all, racism, and how I define it, just so we can like be on the same page. To me, racism is it's externalized, right? It's when non-people of color are prejudiced against other people based on the color of their skin. So that's racism, where they think about like the stereotypes, you know, negative connotations. They, you know, even if it's subconscious racism, like, well, I'm not gonna give this person, you know, a lease to an apartment because they're Black, or I don't feel safe, you know, with this person, hiring this person because they're Hispanic, or whatever it is. But to me, racism is when it is external. So it's someone who's not a person of color. Colorism to me is internalized racism and internal racism. So it's like, say you had a group of let's just say Black women together, and the ones who are lighter skinned or who have, you know, more, you know, good hair are treated differently. They're giving a higher preference. They seem to be of higher worth and of higher value than darker skinned women or women with like a kinkier curl or things like that. So racism is external, the non-people of color coming after or being mean to or whatever, you know what I mean? People of color. And then colorism is within our own communities. You know, it's like the caste system as well. That's the colorism. So to me, yes, Basketball Wives, completely colorist, completely. Evelyn Lozada is not Afro-Latina. That's a damn lie that she made up when everybody was coming after her. She sent monkey emojis. She talked about, she referred to her as a gorilla. She made fun of her looks. She made fun of her clothes. She made fun of her style, saying she just doesn't fit. She just doesn't fit the mold of who we are. To me, that was 100% Mean Girls and definitely colorism. And it was colorism because it was literally said, like, you literally sent her an emoji of a monkey. Like, it doesn't get clearer than that. You literally said that she was ugly. You literally said that her looks, the way that she looked, didn't fit in with your crew and crowd. It doesn't get any more black and white than that. Candace over here on Real Housewives of Potomac is being like, Ashley has a mouth too. She says all these, she goes after people too, but people just, you know, they don't go after Ashley the way they go after me. Okay, that is not colorism, sweetheart. That is likability. You're not a likable person, period. If a person has likability, They can, yes, sometimes go off on the mouth, spew the shade, come for the throat. But if a person is likable, you kind of accept it a little bit more and a little bit different. No, I'm not giving Ashley a pass. Yes, Ashley has said messed up things. Yes, Ashley has done shady stuff. She's come from marriages. She's come from relationships and money and all that stuff. But that to me is a part of the game. Also, what makes Candace so unlikable is that she will literally go on Twitter and go on other things and tell people to kill themselves, to die. I wish you were dead. I wish death on you. All of these things. She's made homophobic tweets in the past. So yes, Ashley is shady. And yes, Ashley has gone after, marriages and money and all that stuff. But they've all done that within the context of the show. Candace, on the other hand, will go on her Twitter, go on her Instagram, and literally rip the fans or the viewers a new one, wishing death upon people, going absolutely crazy and out of her mind. And her personality is just so entitled and is so spoiled that it taints the good things about her. That makes her so unlikable. So I don't think it has anything to do with colorism on the Real House of Potomac. I think that Candace just isn't a likable person. When it comes to Basketball Wives, I think it was 100% colorism. I think that Evelyn thought she was better than OG because she was lighter than her. She thought she was prettier than her. She thought she was more fashionable than her. She thought she was conventionally sexier, prettier, more worthy than her. And she made that very clear. And that's why it ate her to her core when OG came out with those texts that Ocho Cinco had been sending her. Like, she couldn't believe, her ex-man was trying to slide into OG's DM, because in her mind, she literally thought she was better than OG. So to me, those are the two differences. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat box. Hey, Young Scott, I don't like Heather. You're so intelligent. Girl, if you don't get it, shall I need Devin Simon and Brashawn to come in quick. Okay, Young Rich, yes. I agree. I think Heather has made a lot of problematic statements, but just energetically, I think that Heather is trying. I think Heather isn't coming from a bad place. I don't think she's racist. I don't think any of that. I think Heather is truly trying. Yes, she says problematic things. Yes, she says things, but you also have to realize this is so racism and stereotypes and prejudice is so institutionalized. It is so subconscious at this point. It is so ingrained at this point where I don't think that Heather is coming from a bad place. I think Heather is actually trying to be an ally, and she's trying to help, and she was trying to make friends. So that's what I mean. It's like, we can't combat racism and sexism and homophobia and all of this stuff by ourselves. We need allies. We need everyone. We need people who may be ignorant, who may make problematic mistakes, still try and be on our side. If we villainize everyone who says something that doesn't land correctly, but their heart is in the right place, then people are going to be like, well, then why even try? You know what I mean? And also, like, I will say too, like, dealing with like angry Black women and all that, trope and all of that stuff, to me, it is very refreshing to have an ally also say, I see what you're going through and I see how you're being treated. And I'm going to say this is wrong, because that is the burden of the Black woman. That is the burden of us, where anytime we speak up for ourselves, we then become the angry Black woman. We then become defensive. We then become that. So to me, if I can get that burden taken off, if I can lighten that load by somebody else stepping up and being like, yeah, the way you were treated was wrong. Yeah, the way this happened was wrong. That not only takes that burden off, but it also in a way validates the experience. Not that you need someone to validate your experience, but it is very refreshing that you can say, I was treated wrong because I was Black, and that is messed up. And then to have somebody who's an ally, who's not Black, say, yes, what you experienced is what I also witnessed. So to have an ally bear witness to your story, to me, is a part of this healing process. So we have to give grace to people who are trying. Whereas Miss Leah, to me, she is just appropriating the culture for her own agenda. And she's appropriating the culture to make money off of her Married to Mob stuff. And her whole personality, all of her outbursts and this craziness, I'm just miss me with all of that, Leah. I just want Sonia and I want Ebony. I'm excited to see Devin and Brashawn too. I'll even take Lou and Ramona. But this Leah chick, hard to watch. Hey, at Young Rich, Ebony is the reason I started watching. Yes, Ebony is the reason why I continue to watch. I love Ebony. I think she's a breath of fresh air. I think she really puts into context the experience of being othered in this country. 100%. Hey, Sam Black. Leah has been trying to become a reality star since 2010 when she first started the Married to the Mob brand. I believe it. 100%. 100%. And she's trying too hard and the work is showing. Okay, you guys, the comments just went so fast, but I want to make sure I get to you to get to everyone. Sam Blake, Married to Mob, never had a black spokesperson. She only has had white female rappers. I mean, well, again, that's exploitation right there and appropriation. You know, you're trying to placate to a community without representing that community in a real way. It's ridiculous. Like, Leah can miss me. So much as LOL, you was struggling with notoriety, huh? I know I was. Notoriety. I said it like 5 times. Hey, at Just the Tea. Hey, at Candy Washington, everyone. Hey, girl. Oh, my God. I love your avatar. I love your picture. Beautiful. Cynthia Scott, please, please, please like the video. Thank you. Yes, everyone, if you're watching, like, subscribe, send a cash app if you want to. Yes, 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 yes. Let's keep the conversation going. Hey, T-Bird Talks, at some point, can you speak on what happened at Nosy Live last night about the Monica situation? Do you think the lady is Monica? Okay, so again, like I said at the beginning, I had my own BS going on yesterday, so I was only able to catch certain glimpses of it. From what I see, from the last thing that I heard, and please correct me if I'm wrong, if there's new tea, put it in the chat, let a girl know. I think it was Beefy Monica. But then it may have come out to anybody else, but I will do my research. I'm going to watch Nosy. Let's all support and watch Nosy live tonight. She has more tea. Allegedly, apparently, Monica Allen emailed her again, so we'll be having more tea, but I think it is Monica Allen. I think it's Beefy Monica. Hey, Shireen, she goes, I like Anila, plus I like Mariah. Hey, from London, England. Hey, girl, yes, some tea time. Hey, Loretta Banks, Juneteenth holiday, showboating holiday to counteract the Asian bill rush, giving a holiday that most Black people will still work it. Who gives a holiday with such short notice? Be smarter. Okay, I get it, but you know what? We have the holiday now. We'll have it going forward. We can course correct, but at least we got it now. Hey, Shireen, Married to Medicine is killing it too. Bravo knew it was a good show and clearly did not value her. Mariah, exactly. They show you who they value. Married to Medicine is killing it. They had the spinoff with Married to Medicine Los Angeles. I think they had a couple of seasons. And then I think they're doing another spinoff too. I want to say like Dallas or Texas or the DC area, somewhere like that. But I think they're going to do another spinoff too. Yeah, Married to Medicine was killing it. And I was watching it until they took Mariah off. Just so you guys can see, I'm just drinking some water. I've been talking for a while. Yay. Okay. JJ Hampton says, I'm catching a live. Yes. Heard about you on Busy and Jolene. Oh, thank you. Had to come and check out your channel. Congrats on the Raceway of Success on the YouTube streets. Thank you so much, JJ. Yes, I saw them. I was in the chat box with Busy and Jolene. So thank you, Busy and Jolene, so much for the shout out. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Hey, Lulu M. She says, hey, Candy. Hey, beautiful. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, dear Dana, you are most welcome. Thank you so much. Hey, Fatty Backup Sub, new subscriber. Saw your live yesterday. Love your channel, Candy. Aw, thank you so much. Mwah. Thank you too. Hey, cereals, Carmelo is shady. He simply don't care. I mean, yeah, now that we know that he was hiding her, he didn't claim her till she got pregnant. He's had all these other side chicks, but to me, that also goes to like, you know who you married, right? Like you knew who you were marrying. So it's like you knew who you married and that's who you got as a husband. So that's kind of what it is. Hey, Farah, I like Leah on Roni, but I appreciate your take on her. I will be more eagle-eyed where she is concerned. Yes. I mean, if you watch her, you can see the work. You can see her sort of like going into the character and coming out of the character at times. Like to me, like I can really see the work when it comes to Leah. I think she's very, very calculated. And before the show started filming, she was caught by the paparazzi having that lunch with Kelly Catrone. Remember Kelly Catrone? She had Cal on Wheels, her TV show, and she was also on The Hills. So I think her and Kelly Catrone were conferring about like how Leah should be on reality TV, and then also conferring about her Married to the Mob fashion line. So to me, I think Leah had an agenda. She knew exactly how she wanted to show up on the show, and she's creating all of these things. Like her and the Ramona thing just is ridiculous, and it makes no sense. It's like the work is showing. Hey, Akira, people really try to have children and give them a role once they're born. Your role is to keep my marriage going. Oh, damn, y'all. Yeah, I mean, kids don't save marriages, and kids don't change people when it comes to relationships. They might change that person as like a father or a mother, but a child isn't going to change a wife or a husband. I definitely agree. Sam, like Nosy mentioned you too. Oh, thank you, Nosy. Yes. You know what? I do think I saw that. Now that it's all coming back to me. Yesterday, I'm telling you, was a freaking blur, but we're back on the shits today. Okay, so Sam, like Nosy mentioned you too. Thank you, Nosy. Thank you. That's right. Don't forget, Nosy's having a live tonight, so we're going to all support her too. Just the tea, please. Says hi at Dear Dana. Whoop, whoop. Bay is laughing. Hey, B. Yes. Being Nosy is the MVP for real. Nosy is the MVP. Like, I bow down. She was just like, you guys, she was sorry, I'm sorry. She's crazy, and I love it, like in the best way. She was just like, we need to catfish, we need to get on this, and she was like, the avatar, don't piss me off. Like, I was just like, yes, queen, yes, you get it, girl. Like, I am here for Nosy all day, so let's support her. Hey, it's Leia. Candy, you are really breath of fresh air. Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday, everybody. What are you guys doing tonight? I'm still scared about the pandemic. I'm not going to lie. Young rich. Hey, at Dear Dana, at Just the Please. Hi, how are you? Yes, you guys chit chat, become friends. At Young Rich, laughing my ass off. I'm dying on the floor. I know, we are just having a good kiki. Dear Dana says, hello, at Fairwanda says, most women are never okay with being a side chick, right? Even if they say so, we're just not built that way. I agree. Now, I allow space, right? Because there really are some people where maybe they have some other stuff going on in their life and they're okay with being a side chick. But I would say the majority of the time, who wants to be a side chick, man or woman? Who doesn't want to be the prize? Who doesn't want to be the entree? Who doesn't want to be the one who shows up on somebody's arm at the event, the one who they're tagging on Instagram, the one who they're introducing to their family and friends, the one who they're wifing up? Like, who doesn't want that, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but this is what I think. Hey, Kira, girl, did y'all watch it? It was insane. I think you're talking about the Nosy Hoes live, right? We're going to watch tonight. I'm going to get all caught up. Yes. Hey, beautiful brown chick. Come through with the beat face and the hair. Yes. Hi, Candy. Love your energy. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I found your channel. Many blessings to you. Many blessings to you too, beautiful. Happy Friday. Hey, Akira. She goes, that live last night was creepy, dramatic, hilarious. It was a movie. It was a movie. When I checked live, it was like 5 hours, 14 minutes, 35 seconds. Like it was like a trilogy. It was a lot, but I am so here for it. I'm so here for it. Hey, Helena Yang, she's been interviewed so much. It's overkill. Who's been interviewed so much? Let us know. Let us know. Hey, Eccentric Queen Danielle. Hey, Pretty. Would you do panels? Laughing my ass off. You know what? I would do, I would be a panelist if, given everything that has happened now going on, if it was very clear and in writing exactly what the expectations were, if there's compensation, if there's not compensation. Like, for example, like Kimpire. I love Kimpire Daily. I think he is fantastic. Shout out to Kimpire. Like the way he does his panel, it's more like, familiar faces, like the usual people that call in, the people that he has a rapport and history with. He'll have them come up. There'll be like 3 or 4 of them. And like they'll each go through and they'll talk and they'll give their perspectives. Like to me, yeah, like that's fine. But like this All About the Tea panel where it was literally like, you better show up every night for 2 to 3 hours or I'm going to have Schoolboy yell at you literally for $3 an hour. And you better not say anything bad about me. You better not do anything against Monica the Avatar. That BS, absolutely not. No. But I also would love to do maybe like a talk show or be on a panel on a talk show on like TV or like daytime TV or like a nighttime show. So I would love to do that. I would love to be a talent in that way, like hosting something or being on a panel, but it would have to be legit and correct compensation and yeah, just legit, nothing toxic. Hey, at just the tea, please. Fine, thanks for asking at Dear Dana. Yay, love it. Dear Dana says, always my friend at just the tea, please. Love it. Hey, at New York Neek, somebody said nosy wear couch clothes. What does that mean, couch clothes? Like comfortable clothes? I don't care if the world's opened up. I still think we're in a pandemic, and I think it's fine to wear couch clothes. Hey, at Debbie M. Todd, love your channel. Just found you. So glad to be here. Thank you. I'm happy you are here. Yes. At Young Rich says, yes. Whoop, whoop. At Dear Dana, yes, minority children and low-income children more often are separated from families. Exactly. It's all a setup. It is all a setup. Minorities will get very little grace, very little chances, very little understanding. And sometimes it is just straight up racism. And then sometimes it also is just a lack of understanding of a culture and a lack of understanding of an experience. So there's just so much that needs to be done. So much. Hey, Anna Six, your queen, she needs a storyline. Okay, so I think you're talking about Leah, right? From the Real Housewives of New York. She doesn't have a storyline. You're exactly right. So she creates these big arguments and blow-ups and all this stuff. Like the way in which she handled her grandmother passing, condolences, versus the way Ebony handled her grandmother passing, or, about to pass. I'm not sure if she's passed yet on the show. Condolences. Night and day. And I loved how Ebony was just like, okay, so Miss Leah came in here, called all y'all hoes, had a big meltdown, and you guys just said, calm down, Leah, come back to the table. But when Ebony had some bass in her approach, had some bass in her throat, just talking about what was triggering her and what her opinion was, Luann had the nerve to call her angry. That right, but okay, so to that point, I'm happy Leah's on the show only to be an actual physical representation of the hypocrisy of it all and of the unfairness of it all, where a Black woman acts one way and then a white woman acts another way. One is told to please come down and join us. Oh, well, she's going through something. It's okay. And the other woman has said that she's angry and to get out of the person's house. So I think we really needed that foil. So it's crystal and clear as day, the hypocrisy and the unfairness of the way the two people are being treated. Hey, I am Rick. She says, Ashley's mouth is not as reckless as Candace. Agree. I agree 100%. I think Ashley has the shade. She can come with it. She can cut you down. But her mouth is way not as reckless as Candace. And also with Candace, it's like, she comes for everyone. She comes for her fans. She comes to people on Twitter. She comes to people on social media. Like, she just comes for everyone. And what she says is just so disgusting. And it comes from such a dark, dark place where, to me, that's why it's more of a likability factor. Like, I don't think people just don't like Candace because she's not a nice person. I don't think it has anything to do with her skin color. Now, I don't like Candace's personality, but I think Candace is a beautiful woman, and I will not take that from her. I think she is a beautiful woman. I do think she's highly intelligent. I'm not really into her music, but I do think she's kind of talented too. So I'm not knocking the beautiful and good qualities that she has, but I think that her nastiness and her mouth overshadows the good in her. So I think if she could kind of reel it in a bit, get some humility, get some self-awareness, and stop blaming everybody for how she's being perceived, and maybe look at her own actions for how she's being perceived, I think she would be way, way, way more likable. Hey, T-Bird Talks, my take is stop messing with married men. They're not your man. Yes, exactly. Close your legs to married men. Portia. Oh, okay. Speaking of Portia, did you guys hear? And I want to give credit to RHOBH Scott for this because I heard this on. I believe his pronoun is he, him. If it's not, someone correct me. I want to make sure that I'm using the correct pronouns for RHOBH Scott, but I believe his pronouns are he and him. So I'll use that because that's what my belief is. If I'm wrong, I will correct it moving forward. Okay, so on B. Scott's podcast, he basically said, alleged, that Falynn and Simon were actively looking for a third. Now, a third person is different from a threesome. So a threesome is when you find someone and you and your partner have sex, have fun with a third person. I mean, with a third person. And then it's, all right, see you later. We had good fun last night, but that's it. Now, a third is when you actually introduce this other person into your relationship. So that person might live with you. You might go on dates with this person. This person is an active participant within your relationship. So, allegedly, RHOBH Scott was saying that this Jalen person, remember how Simon was like, I have the receipts that my wife was cheating on me, and the receipts were like a big nothing burger. It was basically the two of them walking in opposite directions, and then it was like just Jalen at his car. So there really was like a nothing burger receipts. But according to RHOBH Scott, he was saying Jalen was their third. So basically Jalen was like living with them, traveling with them, while also kind of sleeping with them and, being a third party in their marriage. But then it was more of Jalen and Falynn had started to partner off. And then that's what really pissed Simon off, where he was like, wait a minute, you're the third in my marriage, but you're spending more time with my wife than I am. And that's what really pissed him off. And that kind of was the catalyst for everything. Okay, so I personally don't believe that. I love B. Scott, and I think that 99.9% of the time, his tea is accurate, piping hot, exclusive. I'm not sure if he said he had receipts for this or if he just said this was his thoughts, or like word on the curb or something like that. So I'll have to go back and listen to see if he said he had actual receipts or whether this was just like a theory. But I don't believe it at all. I think that, sure, maybe there was some type of openness in the marriage, whether that looked like Simon was just like, I'm going to sleep with other people. You have to deal with it, Falynn. Because a lot of time these open marriages is really just one person wanting to have sex with other people and the other person agreeing to it because they don't want to lose the relationship or have the person leave them. That's what I usually think. So I think Simon wanted to just do what Simon wanted to do. And Falynn was just like, okay, well, I'm along for the ride. Whatever, we're down. I don't think that Jalen, I don't want to out anyone or anything like that, but people have been saying that he might not be into women. I'm not sure. This is alleged, just opinion, and no shade to that at all. And that, Falynn is just his good Judy. Like, they're just good friends. And from everything I've seen and from all of everything that's come out, like, that to me makes more sense. I just think Falynn and Jalen are friends. He was her assistant. They were going on trips together. He was living in a wing in their house, but I don't think that I don't believe this conspiracy that he was like some third party in their marriage and relationships. I just don't believe it. I still think that this is a scheme Simon and Portia cooked up as some way to justify their absolute disrespect of being engaged to a married man 30 minutes after being in the pool with his wife. Hey, Shireen says, Candace is reckless with her mouth. She needs to stop deflecting and hold a level of accountability. Those are the type of sound bites that make Candace so annoying. Exactly. I agree with you 100%. Hey, Farah, she goes, I am dark skinned. Not everything is colorism. Exactly. If you're aggressive and rude, you're just that. Yes, Ashley is shady in an ish starter, but she's nice about it. Candace is just mean and vile. Exactly. And you know what, Farah? I really appreciate your comment and your perspective. I just view myself as Black. So I really appreciate your perspective as a darker skinned person. So thank you so much for your perspective. I love it. And everybody just keep giving us your perspective, keeps giving us your opinion and your experiences. All experiences and opinions are welcomed. New York fans, Candy Girl, you are amazing. You cover each topic with ease. Oh, thank you. We are just, it's Friday. We're getting into it. Serene, exactly at Farronda, totally agree. I'm dark skinned too. Okay, so there you go. Hi, Shireen. Thank you, Shireen. Thank you too for sharing your experience. Your dark skin is agree. Exactly. And and to that point, I will say this. When people say, oh, it's racism, oh, it's colorism, oh, it's sexism, it dilutes it for when it actually is racism. And when it actually is colorism, and when it actually is sexism, and when it really actually is homophobia. So it's like the boy who cried wolf, right? If every time something happens or someone doesn't like something that you say or do, and you say, it's because I'm gay, it's because I'm a woman, it's because I'm Black, it's because I'm white, it's because I'm short, it's because I'm disabled, it's because I'm this, without taking accountability for how you're showing up, then when it all too tragically and all too often really is about race, really is about your sexuality, really is about the color of your skin, really is about your disability, really is about anything else that people think they have the right to judge somebody else about, it dilutes it. Because it's like, well, if that was, then it's like, what is it? Like, what, you know what I mean? It's just like, when you take something that isn't that and you throw a label on it just to absolve yourself from accountability, you do a disservice for every person who actually experiences that level of hate and judgment and criticism solely based on something circumstantial, height, weight, hair, whatever it is. So we have to be really careful with that. So Serene and Farah, I really, really appreciate you both sharing your experiences and your perspectives. Hey, T-Bird Talks. I like Melody Holt as well. Me too. I love Melody. I think like that I don't know if I'm cool enough to hang out with Melody, but like if I was cool enough, I would love to hang out with Melody. Hey, at Young Rich, Candace's husband the same way. He is. Remember when he tried to go after Up and Adam for doing the Falynn interview? And it was just like, boy, have several seats. Go make a pizza and shut up. Like, Chris, who are you? You know what I mean? It was just so dumb trying to be the Peter of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and like it failed. Like it was a failed attempt. It's just ridiculous. And Chris Bassett to me is just like, what do you bring to the table? I'm confused. So now you're trying to manage her. Like, is this going to be like another bad situation where a person actually is talented and could go somewhere but sabotaged because their management team isn't on point? Cautionary tale, guys. Hey, dear Dana, Candace went after Black socialites. Exactly. And he ultimately passed away after she wished his death. Not that she caused it, but still. No, thank you, dear Dana. You're exactly right. She did go after Kyle from the Black socialites. And this is a thing that was super, super dirty, because it's one thing to say something that's really mean and evil and not know that a person is suffering. But Candace apparently, allegedly, knew that Kyle wasn't well, that he had some, I don't know what his exact medical condition was, but that he was in pain and that he was suffering and that he did have some type of medical issue or problem going on. And she still, knowing that he was suffering, wished him dead and wished his death. Like, that is disgusting. Like, who does that? Evil. Evil, evil. At the dinner, Kyle Paler. Yes, Kyle Paler, exactly. And that was the same Kyle that was friends with Marcella. Remember when she said that her friend had passed away? That is the same Kyle. Hey, Young Rich, Heather tried too hard for me. Yeah, she does try really hard, but you know what? I would rather have someone try than not try at all. But I agree, because Heather work is showing too. So I definitely understand what you're saying. Hey, Farah. Yes, OG situation definitely has elements of colorism. Evelyn has been enabled by Shani for years, so she felt she could go after OG with impunity. Exactly, Farah. Exactly. The OGs, and that's what I'm saying. It's like when Candace wants to cry colorism, she takes it away from people who actually experience colorism, which OG 1,000% did. We watched it with our own eyes. We heard it with our own ears. They're not going to gaslight us and tell us that this didn't happen, because I am 100% sure that it did. Like, I saw it. You don't send anyone, but particularly a Black woman, and especially a dark-skinned Black woman, a monkey emoji. Get the F out of here. I wouldn't say a stronger word, but I'm trying to keep it classy. But to me, that is just so disgusting. Like, who does that? Ugh. Bye, Evelyn. Bye. New York Biden, the burden of the Black woman. Exactly. It is a burden, because we have to show up in such a certain way so we don't succumb to stereotypes. And then we have to show grace and love and empathy and understanding to everyone else too. It's a hard job. And I totally agree with Ebony said on the Real Housewives of New York. We're not afforded the luxury of the human experience, the luxury to experience all emotion, all dynamics, which includes being pissed off and being angry and all of those things. Those are very real human things to feel and human things to experience. But when we experience it, or if we vocalize it, we are automatically demonized. So, Dear Dana, I was donezo with Candace after that. Me too. I'm not here for Candace at all. Hey, it's ATLA. You're so adorable, Candy, and sounds very educated. Aw, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hey, at T-Bird Talk shows basketball wives colorism for sure, but I don't discount Candace's feelings of colorism. Ashley has done some of the same things and was giving a pass, in my opinion. But like we were saying, I think that Ashley has done some things, but she's only done them in the context of the show. Ashley hasn't gone on Twitter wishing death and destruction on bloggers or viewers or fans who may or may not agree with her. Ashley's shade has only been in the context of the show. And also on the show, Ashley has done shady stuff, but it's been within the context of the show. And to me, majority of the time in bounds. Like, Karen can give it, Giselle can give it, Robin tries. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? So I think that they all give it and they all have mouth. They're all on the show for a reason. And a part of that is to create the drama and all that stuff. But I think it's that Candace goes below the belt and in such a dark way. So to me, it seems like Candace was trying to placate. Hey, Farah, I can give Heather some grace. Allies aren't going to always get it right, but I prefer them speaking up and making a mistake than not speaking at all. Silence can mean complicity. Exactly. I agree with you, Farah. Exactly. It's like I want the allies to try. I want them to speak up, but I think it's when and also another reason why I was okay with Heather and I wanted to give her some grace was because she realized that when she called Ebony articulate, that even though she was trying to give her a compliment, the subtext was that Black people are not educated. They don't know how to speak English correctly. They're not articulate. You know, they are ghetto, this, that, and the third. All of that stuff. And so even though her intentions was to give her a compliment, she caught herself and understood that the subtext of that compliment was that I don't think Black people like that my core assumption is that Black people don't know how to speak, that Black people aren't educated. Because that's the subtext. You're like, wow, you're so articulate. It's like, well, why did you think I wouldn't be? Because I'm Black? You think Black people don't know how to speak properly or communicate with their words properly? We don't know big words. We don't know English. You see? So that was a subtext. So Heather said that her intention was good. She caught the subtext and she took accountability. She came, and she didn't have to be asked to. She came to the table and she said, hey, I know last night I called you articulate. I meant to say eloquent. I know what the subtext is. I'm sorry. This is what I meant. And that's what I mean by having grace for people who are legitimately trying and they are open to understanding and they're open to having the hard, uncomfortable conversations. I think Leah really sabotaged Heather when she created all of that weird stuff that Heather said on her podcast. To be perfectly honest, Heather didn't say anything on that podcast that was worse than what any of those women have said to each other on any given day. Luann was so offended and up in arms, yet literally 30 minutes later, she was on that bus tearing Sonia down for filth. For filth. So, I mean, I don't really think Heather said or did anything that those women haven't said or done 10 times worse. I think it was Leah really being the puppet master and manipulated that entire situation because Leah doesn't have storyline other than creating fake fights. Hey, Pamela Moon. Monica the Avocart did a live with Wiley last night at the same time Nosy was live. Girl, I bet she did. But the thing is, I'm not even touching Monica the Avatar's YouTube page. Nope, she's not getting a single view from me ever again. So, Hey, at Just the Tea, please. She says, thank you. Yeah. Hey, stand back. When are you getting monetized so we can super chat? Oh, yay. Okay, well, I have all the requirements for monetization. Yay. But apparently the back end of YouTube, it takes longer than just checking it off. Like you have to give like tax information and like a PIN code and all this stuff. So I'm doing all the paperwork behind the scenes, and then it takes a couple weeks for everything to get reviewed, and then you can become monetized. So I've hit all the thresholds. I'm doing the paperwork, and I'm so excited. So within a few weeks, you guys should be able to super chat. But in the meantime, you can cash at me, which is 1214 media. And you can PayPal me, which is candywashington@gmail.com. And it's all down there on the ticket banner. So if you want to support, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But monetization is underway. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Hey, T-Bird Talks. Candace does have a lot of mouth, but I still like her somewhat. Those kill yourselves comments were egregious. They were egregious. It's too much. It's like you have to have a bottom to your petty, and you have to have some level of just decorum. Like, even if you're like, and that's another thing. When people are angry, they really show you the character of their spirit, and they really show you who they really are, because all filter is down. The representative is now gone, and they can't control their urges. Like me, when I am angry, it would literally never occur to me, even if I'm super pissed off, it would never occur to me to wish death upon anyone. I don't care how mad I am. Like, that just doesn't occur to me. So I think it's really telling what resonates with somebody's soul when they're angry. It's really telling. And remember when Karen had to go to Bravo? Karen pulled a Karen. Karen pulled a Karen and went to Bravo's HR after Candace went off on her and was just like, she needs a moment. She needs therapy. Something is really wrong here. So I think as much as we see Candace being awful, I think she's even worse. The fact that Karen literally had to pull a Karen and go to HR and be like, you need to check this girl. Something's mentally off with her, I think is really telling. Oh my God, Roland, I'm going to have to block you. I don't like blocking, but you're getting blocked. Okay. I have to get mods soon too, guys, so bear with me. Okay. Hey, Rocky, we'll read for you at Loretta. Yes. Rocky will read for you says, at Loretta, I clicked the video of your comment. LOL. Hey, Rocky. Okay, SB. Is anybody marrying for the come down though? Not everyone is a gold digger. True. Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't equate marrying up with gold digging. I think they're two different things. I think one is I think it's called hypergamy. I think one is an intentionality where you are intentional about who you're dating. You're intentional about the life you want to create. You're intentional about the qualities that you want in your partner in your relationship versus being a gold digger where you're just like, I don't care where the money comes from as long as I get the money. He could be married. He could be, I could not, I'm not going to call anybody ugly. I could not be attracted to him. You know, he could be this, he could be that, he could whatever. But as long as he's where the money resides, then I'm with it. To me, that's more of a gold digger where your intention is only monetarily gained. Where to me, marrying up or being hypergamous or being intentional about who you date is saying, well, the qualities that I want in my partner is being able to provide for me and my family, having financial stability, being emotionally compatible, having similar goals in life, you know, having a similar plan in life, you know, not having to worry about X, Y, and Z, you know, all of those things, like being able to do the things that we value. I love travel. I want to have a home. I want to have this, that, and the third. And I want someone to share all of those things with. So to me, it's okay to be hypergamous. It's okay to marry up. It's okay to have a come up, but it's the intentionality. Where to me, gold digger is more of just like my only intention is money, and I don't care the vessel or the means or the way in which I get it. Like to me, I look at like, let me see. Okay, I feel like Portia with Simon, that's gold digger vibes. Where if I look at I know some people love to hate her. Some people really like her. I personally like her. To me, I look at Monique as hypergamous. So I think Monique truly Monique from Real Housewives of Potomac. I think Monique truly loves her husband, Chris. I think she was clear about the lifestyle and the family and the relationship dynamic that she wanted to create for her life. So to me, I think Monique, yes, she married up. And I don't know if she married up in that sense. I think they knew each other from way back when, but you know what I mean? Like she is a woman who works, she has like Mila Eve, but she doesn't have to. You see what I'm saying? That's more of what I mean. But to me, I think Monique is more of a hypergamous woman versus Portia to me, who's coming off as a gold digger. Hey, Farranda. Nosy Hose made a lot of progress last night, but I don't think she cracked the case just yet. Okay, she's close though. The person they thought it to be called in at the end of the night and denied being the avatar. Okay. I told you, Nosy Hose with the shits. And I am just, I giggle every time I laugh about it because I love her. I think she's so hilarious. I love her. And we're going to support her live tonight. We're going to crack this case. It's Friday. I'm going to get a cocktail. I'm going to get some yummy food. And I'm going to be with the shits. Putting it out there. Hey, Loretta Banks at Rocky will read for you. Okay, I didn't know I had a video. Okay, guys. Videos and comments and clicks. Hey, Zawadi, Vanessa. Sorry if I don't have Mafina. Hi, girl. Love from South Africa. New subby. Yay! Your name is beautiful, and I apologize if I didn't pronounce it correctly. But yes, from South Africa. I want to go to South Africa. I've never been, and it's on my list. I know the world is opening back up, but maybe next year. I'm still a little worried about going out, but I would love to go to South Africa. Thank you so much for subscribing. So that's right. If you guys are watching and you're loving this Kiki, like, subscribe, and share, and support if you want to. Okay. SB says people are S. Okay. Hey, at is ATLA. I think Contessa like women. She's on the down low, but we could all see it. Okay, let me put it this way. Again, I'm not gonna like try to out anyone and I also want to preface this. If I talk about sexuality, it is by no mean judgmental or critical or saying like if someone is gay or whatever, that it's a bad thing or it's a negative thing. Like when we talk about that here, it's not that at all. We're just talking about what we feel and things like that. So if we say those words or if we're talking about it, it's not from a place of judgment. And we're not saying if this person is this way, it's bad. We're just having a good kiki. So to your point, I thought, and let me know what you guys thought. Remember the girl from Married to Medicine Los Angeles who was Contessa's college and military friend? I got a vibe from those two that like they were kind of the ones who were in love with each other. And remember when she was having problems with her husband too, like they were sleeping in like separate bedrooms and all that stuff. So I mean, I agree with you. It was a very Contessa does have a very masculine energy, masculine vibe. But okay, to play devil's advocate, this is what just came to me. To play devil's advocate, maybe Contessa is so much in her masculine energy because Scott is so much in his feminine, right? Scott to me seems very beta. He is very passive aggressive. Like you remember how Contessa wanted to go get her education in a different state, which by the way, if it was reversed, if it was the husband who wanted to go get a new degree, get an education so he could get a better job to make more money for the family, the wife would be expected to hold the family down and support him no matter what. But the fact that Contessa was a woman, it was all up in arms, and Dr. Heavenly missed me with all of her crap. Anyway, I think maybe Contessa is so much in her masculine because Scott is so much in his feminine. He seems very beta. He's very passive and all that stuff. And this is not saying I'm not saying that feminine energy is I'm not using those terms to say that there's anything wrong with feminine energy. I'm just saying that the characteristics of the energy, feminine, it's more submissive. So maybe she's had to be more in her masculine to counteract that Scott isn't. And maybe that's why they were getting divorced, because I'm sure men would probably want to be more in their masculine. And then women want to be more in their feminine. Maybe. I'm just guessing, giving this particular situation. But then again, everyone's different. From ANTM. What's ANTM? Help me, young rich. Hey, Pamela Moon. Hey, pretty. Oko Cinco wanted her. Yes. Ocho Cinco wanted OG, and OG was with her man, who I really like, but I'm like, why won't you marry her already? So that's suspect too. Like OG's been waiting for that ring for a really long time. Okay. Hey, Sparkle Rivers, Candy Bang Bang, pow, pow, pow. Yes. Hey, Farrah Amanda, she goes, now that I'm thinking, Leah had such a visceral reaction to the tiki torches at Ramona's last year, but totally didn't acknowledge them this year at the Burning Man party. Performative? Exactly. Everything Leah does is performative, 100%. And you can see, if you go back and watch the episodes and the coming up episodes, if you look at her eyes, you can see the switch. You can see her thinking. You can see her manipulating situations. She's totally manipulating this. She wants to get her sister on the show, and she's using the show for her Married to the Mob line, 100%. And she's appropriating culture, and she's creating all of these fake big arguments. Leah, I'm on to you. Your work is showing, sweetheart. Hey, Sam Black. Candace suffers from stunted maturity like schoolboy, both always defensive and lack accountability. You know what, Sam? That's actually a really good correlation. Candace and schoolboy do act a lot alike. They're like, well, I said I'm sorry, so that's it. And I still have like this attitude. And I think they also both have this sort of like sense of entitlement, right? Like they really have this sense of entitlement. Like they're allowed to say and do whatever they want, but nobody, how dare anyone come at them for anything. Hey, Velda. Yes. Hey, Velda. Sorrentino. Yes, at Sam Black, they're hostile. Exactly. They both are very hostile and like a nasty like way about them. It's hard to be around. Hey, it's Atialahi. I hope and pray that no one ever give their money or their information to anyone online that they cannot see. People, please be careful. True. I mean, I get sometimes people want to be anonymous, but I think this day and age, there's something to be said about transparency. You know, you can be smart and discerning about the type of information you give out. Like, I'm not going to be like, hey guys, this is my address, come get me. But at the same time, I'm going to show you my face. I'm going to tell you what my name is, and I'm going to be authentic and show up fully as who I am. So I think it's a give and take. If we want to be accepted in this world of content creation and social media and all that stuff, there has to be a level of transparency. But then there also has to be a level of discernment when it comes to your private information. But I totally agree with you. Hey, Joanna Morris. Hey, Candy. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, T-Bird Talks. It's so many Monicas, and now a lady named Monique who came on live last night. I'm truly confused. Hopefully we get to the bottom of the real Monica. I agree. We are going to crack the case tonight. Hey, at one residence sedan. I'm probably slaughtering that. I'm sure it's like one. So sorry. Love your channel. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, at Farah. She says, I think panelists work. Avatar couldn't have been YouTube's version of The View. Could have been, but she didn't know how to pull it off. If you do, you should raise the bar with the people you choose. Yes, I agree with that. Definitely, definitely, definitely. She was on track to really make moves. It was, again, her narcissism, her greed, and her need to control. That was really her own demise. Like I've said it before, she burned down her own house. And you're right, she could have been like a version of The View, talking about hot topics and everything going on in the world. She just didn't execute it correctly, which is why I think that if you're going to do panels, if you're going to do that, there has to be a level of integrity. There has to be boundaries, and it has to be very clean and clear what the situation is. So definitely. And I would love to do panels, but I agree with you. You have to do it the right way. Hey, at Young's Rich, where was Bravo's apology and the rest of the people who called the Potomac and Atlanta women ghetto and aggressive when they got into confrontations when Leah was throwing flowers and getting in faces? Exactly. Where was Bravo's big, we don't condone violence and all this other stuff? You know what I mean? When Leah was going off, throwing tiki torches, throwing flowers in people's faces, getting all up in arms and crazy and all that stuff. Or even remember when Brandy slapped Lisa Vanderpump, slapped her right in her face. Nobody was up in arms about that. Bravo didn't come out, we don't condone violence. Brandy wasn't reprimanded during that season. Brandy got off the show, was kicked off the show, but for completely different reasons that literally had nothing to do with her slapping Lisa across her face. Remember, she went, boop, popped her in her face. Where was Bravo's explanation then? I agree with you, Young Rich. It's sick. Sick. Hey, Kira, it really does. And she feels like she has no consequences to say those ugly things. Instead, she plays the victim. Yes, Candace always plays the victim. She always thinks that she's allowed to say whatever she wants. And if you say something sideways to her, she wants to cry and boo-hoo about it and then have her weird husband, Chris, come after you on Twitter. It's crazy. Hey, Sam Black, even her own mom smacked her across the face with her purse because of that mouth. I know. I mean, I'm sorry. If you're a woman, Candace is in her 30s, right? If you're a woman in your 30s getting popped by your mom, I just tickled myself there. Oh God, you guys got me in stitches. If you're in your 30s getting popped by your mom across your head with a damn purse, you got problems. Hey, Brittany Stuckey. She goes, I will never forget how Candace wished death on a blogger. She goes too far. She's nasty like her mom. Exactly. That's what we're talking about. She wished death on Kyle of the Black Socialites when she knew he was suffering. She knew he was sick, and he subsequently died. Like, he literally did die. I mean, obviously, her words didn't kill him, but he said that her words hurt him. You know what I mean? It's like, someone is sick. Someone is struggling and you wish death on them over what? Of course that's going to hurt someone when they're in that state. Candace is gross. Hey, Velda, Candace is like vicious, like a vicious chihuahua, always barking and snarling. Yeah, she has some real deep issues. And I'm tired of her going through these fake therapy sessions on the show. It's like that. Farrah used the right word before, performative. It is performative, right? She's in there with the therapist performing as if she's actually going through therapy, when really the only thing she does in there is complain and play the victim. And the therapist is just like, you're not paying me enough for this. You know what I mean? The therapist is just like, not with the shit either. It's crazy. Hey, Farrah, love B. Scott's pronouns are they, them. Oh, okay. Thank you, Farrah. Okay, so moving forward, I will refer to Love B. Scott as they, them, and I apologize for using the incorrect pronouns before. So thank you so much for correcting me. I appreciate that. Hey, at 0317 meme, Candace's mom implanted this self-hatred that she projects on people around her in hurtful ways. The thing is, I think Candace's mom is a narcissist too, and Candace is a product of that. I think that Candace's mom just sees Candace as an extension of herself. She inserts herself in her marriage. She uses her money as a way to manipulate and control. And Candace is clearly emotionally and mentally stunted. She lacks a lot of a mental intelligence. But not to be confused, because I think Candace is very intelligent, but you can be intelligent without having emotional intelligence. And I think that is where she is stunted. Shireen, I know B. Scott is credible, but I do not agree with that narrative. Shireen, exactly. I agree 100%. I think that B. Scott, yes, they are definitely very, very credible and usually is on point, but I don't agree with that narrative either. It just doesn't, on a gut level, it doesn't check. It doesn't check. I really think that Jalen is just Falyn's friend. Simon is just grimy, and he's on a come up for fame and fortune and notoriety with Portia. That's what I think. I don't think it was like a throuple or anything like that. Hey, Joanna. Simon is seedy and making all of them look like fools. Yes, including himself. He looked like he could have had relations with Jalen, allegedly, LOL. I mean, you just really never know. We really know what happens behind closed doors and what's going on. But I think Simon is a scammer. I think he's a con artist. Shout out to the blogger, Tisa Tales. She always comes through with the tea on Simon and his shady businesses and everything else. So shout out to Tisa Tales. But yeah, Simon is really, something is going on there. And I think that there's going to be an even bigger scandal that comes out of this with Simon. Like something really evil is in his closet. Hey, Debbie. Hello, beautiful. Enjoy your show. Thank you. I enjoy having you here. Hey, XOXO, you are cool enough. Oh, thank you. Yes, I was talking earlier. I was like, I don't know if I'm cool enough to hang out with Melody Hope, but I guess I am. Yes. Hey, Carolyn. She says, hi, Candy. Missed you yesterday. Yes. Like I said before. Ooh, you guys, sorry if that noise just came on. Like I said before yesterday, I just had to deal with some BS, but you know what? Everything will work out in my favor. So I wasn't here yesterday, but I'm here today. This weekend, I will try and go live. If I don't, I will be back on Monday for sure. Yes. Hey, Erica. He's a line cook and a house husband. Chris Bassett is just an absolute mess. Honestly. Younger says, I'm sure Melody Holt will do an interview with you. I hope so. If she will, let me figure out how I'm going to get in contact with her. Let me figure out how I'm going to do this. I would love to interview Melody Holt. I have so many questions for her. I really like her energy. I really like her vibe. I would love to interview her. I have a lot of good questions, and I've watched the show from day one. Hey, Eccentric Queen. But why is it she's just targeting Ashley when literally 4 of the other cast members are light-skinned as well? They're messy, especially Giselle. Exactly. That is why I'm saying her claim of colorism is absolute BS, and she's looking for a moment. She has never come against Giselle. She has never come against Robin because she reveres them. She's only going against Ashley because she doesn't like Ashley and she feels like she can. And this whole colorism thing is complete BS. It's just for a moment. Hey, Debbie. And yet Candace is still on the show. Exactly. She's still on the show and she's done all that nasty stuff. It's not right. It's not right. Hey, T-Bird Talks. Falynn said he was a friend to both her and Simon, and he was her assistant as well. Yeah, that is what she said. She said that he was a friend to both of them, and that's also what Jalen said. And he showed the receipts, like the text messages when Simon was like, "Oh, are you with Falynn? Okay, cool. Just want to make sure you guys are okay." They were just friends. They were friends. To me, it seemed like Falynn and Jalen were friends, and then of course he became friends with Simon because that's her husband. But they were the ones who were cool. And then she was his good Judy, so she was like, oh, come with me. Just be my assistant. People do that all the time. Hey, Young Rich, Addison, Queen Danielle. Oop. Hey, T-Bird Talks. Ashley is not a nice person in my opinion. I believe there is a degree of Ashley is not nice about it in my opinion. I believe there is a degree of colorism there. I mean, there may or may not be, but I just don't see it. I just personally I don't really see it about being color. I don't think anyone is going against Candace because she's darker than Ashley. Like I just it makes zero sense. I don't see it. Candace just has a nasty personality and a nasty attitude, and that's just what it is. Hey, Farah. Heather also went on Andy's Watch What Happens Live and made a public apology about it and admitted that she was wrong and is committed to continuing learning and being an ally. I can accept that. Exactly. Like, I really think Heather is really coming from a genuine place. Doesn't mean she isn't annoying sometimes. It doesn't mean she doesn't say, microaggressions and all that stuff. But I don't think that Heather energetically is coming from a bad place. I've said it 20 times on this live. I gotta say it one more time. Whereas Leah, I think, is a snake in the grass. I think she's fake. I think she's phony. I think she's performative. I think she has an agenda. And I don't think she's actually here for the cause. I don't think Leah is here for the cause. Hey, baby Ruth, is this live? Yes, this is live. Actually, we've been on for an hour and 50 minutes. This is live. So since we're live, and if you're here, like this, subscribe and share, support if you want. Hey, H Friday, can I give her I can give her grace, but Heather annoys me. She's also white-splaining. She's always white-splaining. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like she can be annoying at times and kind of white-splain, but I think that her heart is in the right place. You guys, I gotta sneeze. Sorry. Okay. Hey, at Young Rich. Wait, one more time. Sorry. Okay. At Young Rich. That wasn't the real Demonica on the Wiley show. I bet it wasn't. Like, I'm not messing with Wiley. I don't like his energy. I'm not messing with Avatar Monica. I'm just going to go for Nosy Hose tonight with a nice cocktail and put my feet up and laugh and kiki with everybody. Hey, Joanna. Monique gave Candace exactly what she deserves, old school style. She did. Again, I don't condone violence. However, I understand why and how it happened. And that's, again, why I told you before. I'm respectful to people. I keep my mouth shut when I need to keep it shut because I'm not a fighter. I don't want to get mollywopped. So I play my position and I play it well. Candace could take a beat from that, page. You can have self-respect. You can be a confident woman. You can stand your ground. You can get your point across, but you can do it in a way that is slick and intelligent and sophisticated. Like Karen, she needs to. Like Karen was trying to mentor her, but she's a lost cause. Hey, at Entrepreneur Life with Ebony Yvonne. Entrepreneur Life. I like it. Entrepreneur Life with Ebony Yvonne. Congratulations on making the monetization threshold. Just hit 1K and started my paperwork process too. Yay! Congratulations, Ebony. Woo, woo, woo. And thank you. Yes. Yeah, so you guys, I am all set for monetization. I just have to do the paperwork on the background, and it does take time for them to review your channel and go through everything else. So God willing, in a couple weeks, I will be fully monetized. So thank you all for helping me get there. Let's see here. Hey, Dorina Laviva, how old are you, if you don't mind? Well, my love, I do. You don't ask a lady how old she is. Hey, Young Rich, I'm guessing 23 or 24. I'm not going to say if you're hot, Young Rich. You might be, I'm hot or cold. You might be a little hot, but I'm not saying. Hey, Entrepreneur Life, Ebony. Every other race of women are intentional about marrying for security, and it's normalized. But when Black women do it, it's considered gold digging. Yes, I agree with that. And that's another thing we need to look at, right? It's like if a Black woman wants to be intentional about dating, she's a gold digger, thought this or that or whatever. But when other races of women do it, it's a part of it. You know what I mean? It's just, you're exactly right. It is normalized. It's just a part of what the situation is, So I think we need to start normalizing women of all colors practicing hypergamy. Hey, Miss Johnson, agree. Hey, Farah, Meghan Markle is hypergamy. What it is Meghan Markle, if hypergamous was a person, in my opinion. Psh, girl, Meghan Markle is literally the poster child for hypergamy. The poster child. Yes, 100%. And I'm with it. I'm with the shits. Hey, Miles Kidman, people stayed calling Anna Nicole Smith a gold digger, though. Well, the reason why I think people called Anna Nicole Smith a gold digger was because from what it appeared like, and I don't know what it actually was like we don't know, but just based on appearances, it seemed it was like this young, super young girl, this really old rich man, and that she was only with him for the money, not because she truly loved him. I'm not saying that's true. I don't know, but I think the reason why they called Anna Nicole Smith a gold digger was because it looked like that. Very much like, think about like Erica Jane and Tom Girardi, right? She was saying how everyone called her a gold digger when she was with Tom, but she really loved him and blah, 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 blah. But that's a whole nother debacle. And allegedly, in my opinion, Erica totally knew, and she is protecting him. And she has hidden that $20 million that magically disappeared from his company to her company. $20 million just magically disappeared. I think she knows exactly where it is. I think she's in cahoots with her husband. I do not believe he has Alzheimer's. I do not believe he's lost his mind. I think he's as sharp as he's ever been. And I think that this was all a scheme that Todd came up with. That's what I think, allegedly, in my opinion. She says, I still think it's Beefy Monica. I think it's Beefy Monica too, but I have to go back and rewatch some of these Nosy Hoes trilogy lives, or I'll just catch the live tonight. But it just really seemed like that. Dorita 23, I don't think so. Okay, Dorita. Okay. Hypergamy and hypogamy, right? So hypergamy is the practice of marrying and dating up. Hypogamy is practicing of dating and marrying down. I'm pretty sure. Hey, Tina Brown, that woman Monique is Monica. Nosy Ho broke the case. We'll find out tonight, y'all. Entertainer Life with Ebony says, oh my God, yes, Contessa and her friend from LA are extremely close. Right? Exactly. What is her friend's name? I can't remember. But yes, Contessa and her friend from LA were very extremely close. Correct. And it did come across as more than like, I get that they were good girlfriends. I get that they were best friends, but it came across as more as like they were life partners in a different way that just went from like bestie to bestie. Hey, Andrew Mackey says, how they doing? Hey, Joanna, I don't think it's a negative thing, but I do think Contessa, her friend from Married to Medicine LA, is her true love, and her husband knows it and is jealous. I agree 100%. I do think that her friend from Married to Medicine was her true love. They really seemed like life partners. You know what I mean? Like, not just like this is my lifelong best friend, but like this is my life partner. And the fact that like her friend from LA also like was having marital problems, and the husband was sleeping in a different bed and all that stuff. I got questions. Hey, it's Freddie. He goes, wow, that is so on point. Thank you. Hey, T-Bird Talks at Tina Brown. I'm still on the fence about if Monique that came on Nosy live is Monica the Avatar, but you never know. We'll know soon enough. Exactly. We will know soon. And that's the thing about this. There's just so many catfishing and stuff going on. Hey, Andrew Mack, America's Next Top Model. Oh, that's right. ANTM. Yes. Thank y'all for helping me when I have those brain freezes. Hey, Joanna. Evelyn, I am your favorite athlete. Laughing my butt off. Yes. I mean, like there's a reason why they're getting a divorce. Just saying. And where there's smoke, there's usually a fire, even if that fire is small. Hey, T-Bird. Yeah, glad you blocked that eggplant. I tried to report it as pornography. Thank you so much, T-Bird. Yes, I'm trying to keep up with everything and all that stuff. So so thank you to Bird, and I blocked him. As I continue to grow, I will be getting mods and all that good stuff. So in the meantime, I just appreciate everyone. You guys, literally 99% of the time, everyone in here is so lovely and so respectful and so gracious. So just thank you so much for that. And I just always want to honor the positivity. So thank you all for that. Hey, Joanna Morris, Schoolboy was on Nosey's page last night. Schoolboy is making the rounds and refused to come on live. I don't think they should put much trust in involving her with what moves they're making. Snake vibes. You know what? I agree with you 100%. I'm grateful that Schoolboy came on, but when you guys saw, like, she was still very, very defensive, and she was still very almost protective of the Avatar, it seemed. So I think that's true. I think those instincts are right. Hey, Eleanor, she did the same with Candy. Yes, 100%. 100%. Hey, T-Bird Talks. I like Portia until the Simon thing. She has no moral decency. Being with Fallyn's husband and engaged after a month is a hot mess. I agree with that 100%. It's not, and that's the thing. It's not always what you do. It is always how you do it. And she moved really messy, really grimy. And I used to like Portia, but I can't even stand looking at pictures of her anymore. I really can't. Akira laughing my ass off. She got popped with that heavy bag, right? Her mom was like, you better not. Oh, gave me life. Andrew Mack, LOL. Andrew Mack is laughing. Young Rich, by the way, have you watched BET Presents Encore yet? I'm going to watch it this weekend, I promise. I told you yesterday I came with the stuff, and then we had all the blow-ups Avatar Harmonica, but it's on my list. But I will say this. I have to be transparent. I don't really know a lot of the girls on there. I know like some of the stuff, but I know that it's hot, and I know that everyone is covering it. Tisa Tells covers it. Rodin the Voice covered it. I think some other people are covering it too, so I definitely want to. Hey, Henry Sierras, what happened to All About the Tea channel? Just join your live. What happened to All About the Tea channel? Just join your live. So the All About the Tea channel, Cliff Notes imploded because Avatar Monica is a narcissist. She was cheating the panelists out of money that they deserved. She was trying to control everyone, pitted everybody against each other, had Schoolboy lose her mind on live, was really mean to So Debonair, was really doxed Plez, was passive-aggressive to Schoolboy, tried to lie on Marcella, and now the whole thing has gone to hell in a handbasket, and everybody literally and their grandmother on YouTube is trying to crack the case on who the Avatar is. Tune in tonight to Nosy Hill Live to find out. At Big Red, hey Candy, hey Big Red, how are you? And Big Red said, hey, what up people? Yes. Oh, you guys, let's see, the comments just went really up, so I'm going to try and get to your comments. Okay. Hey, Joanna Morris says, Candace, like mama, like daughter, that fruit didn't fall from the tree. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think Candace's mom is a narcissist. And that is why Candace is as messed up as she is, because Candace hasn't gotten the proper help to become her own person. And she's just really nasty. Hey, at Debbie, do you think Chris will succeed with Candace's music career? LOL. No. I mean, no. I don't know. What skills does he have as a manager? Does he know how to read contracts? Does he know IP? Does he know how to create partnerships? Does he know how to make sure that her masters stay hers? Just like, no. Hey, Entrepreneur Live with Ebony. I love Tisa Tells' commentary on Simon and Portia. Me too. Shout out to my girl Tisa Tells. I think she is so gorgeous and so beautiful, and I love her perspective on everything Simon and Portia. She goes in. So shout out to Tisa Tells. Yeah, which is at Debbie. Chris can't even skip at being the head chef at Outback Steak. Young Rich, you a mess. You a mess, but where's the lie? Just say it. Hey, Big Red. He goes, I'm in BAM. I can email her or ask my daughter to contact her, but not this weekend, my B-Day. Oh, my God. Oh, you said, you were in Birmingham, right? Birmingham? You're in Birmingham? Yes, I would love that. That would be great. Well, happy birthday, Big Red. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, 0317 memes says subscribe, like, comment, and share. Yes, everyone, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Hey, P, welcome to the live. He goes, hi, Candy and crew. Hey, hey. Debbie goes, LOL. P says, yes, yes, and yes. Candace's colorism claims would be valid if her targets were Giselle and Gizzard and Boren. Exactly. And also, her comments would be valid if anybody actually went after her based on how she looks. People only go after her based on what she says, and she gets more smoke because what she says is more evil. So really, everything just goes back to who she is. Make it make sense, girl. Okay. So Entrepreneur Her Life with Ebony says, I think Ashley and Michael both have racial undertones in their comments and views. Okay, so yes, I agree with this. However, I think that these are two separate things and they shouldn't be conflated. So I don't think that Candace is experiencing colorism. I just think she's a mean person. Now, separate note, so apples to oranges. Ashley and Michael, they in their own personal views and their own commentary and their own life, yes, there may be racial undertones there in their comments and views. You know what I mean? There might be a little self-hate going on with Ashley. I'm not sure, maybe with like her Black side of the family or her Blackness. I would have to go back. Again, I'm just saying that off the top of my head because I actually personally haven't really thought that about her, but you're saying with the comments and views. So we'll see. And you also have to think about the dynamic, right? So Michael is white and older and rich. Ashley is Black and younger or biracial. I don't know how she presents. I don't know if she says Black or if she says biracial. I don't know what she says. Anyway, so if they were the same color, if they were the same age, if they were the same socioeconomic, the way he treats her may be perceived differently. I mean, it's still not the nicest, but I think given those factors, it might be perceived differently. But off the top of my head, I haven't really noticed anything with Ashley. So we'll see. But let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know, like, what have you seen and heard? Because I could just have missed it. Hey, at Hugh Angel 1 agreed, messy and nasty are different. Exactly. Ashley is messy. Candace is nasty. Hey, at P, Ashley's whole marriage gets dragged every season since season 1. Candace's claim is BS. Exactly. Ashley gets dragged too. She gets dragged too. I agree. Hey, Entrepreneur Life with Ebony. She goes, Michael Derby definitely acts as if all the housewives are beneath him, except one, that is. Dun, 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 dun. Right, but is that a racial thing? Or is that just his personality where he is just an entitled person in general? Because I don't think he thinks that the other housewives are beneath him because they're Black women. I just think Michael might just kind of be a bit of a snobby person, kind of like that in general. I don't get the tone that he's like, you're a Black woman, you're beneath me. I just think Michael is just, his personality is like that. But I could be wrong. Pieces Ashley is biracial, she's not Black, but yeah, she's light skinned. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? Like her mom is Black, and I don't know. It's Friday. Hey, at Big Reddy says, bless you. Yes. Miles Kidman says, Corona. No idea. P says, lastly, Candace called Ashley a bed wench. So what does that make her? A bed wench for a broke dude? See? Candace is super nasty. Super nasty. Who calls another woman a bed wench? That's ridiculous. And yes, Candace is I'm not calling people's names personally, but to use a word that she used, is a bed wench for a broke guy, because Chris, I don't think, really has a sustainable income or anything like that. But I'm not calling her a bed wench. That's the word she used. Hey, Big Red. Retweet. Hey, Deborah. Just if you haven't already, give Candy your thumbs up, like this live. Yes! Thank you, guys. Thumbs up. P says, congratulations, Candy, on meeting monetization. Thank you so much. Yes, so in a couple weeks, after all the paperwork goes through, after the review goes through, God willing, we will be monetized. And then y'all can't tell me nothing. Hey, Joanna, I love your sound reading all the comments. You exude beautiful class and energy. Thank you so much. Because, yeah, I want my lives to be a conversation with you guys. Like, I don't want to get up here and be like, so this is my opinion on everything in the world, and I'm right. No. I want it to be a conversation. I want you guys to be seen. I want you to be heard. I want varying perspectives. And I want to give you guys some shine. Like, this is, to me, is super fun. Like, to me, it feels like we're all just hanging out, having a kiki. So I'm going to keep reading comments, and I'm going to keep responding, and we're going to keep having fun. The real, I'm just saying, says you are absolutely so adorable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. At Kim White says, congratulations. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you. At Henry Senior Rose says, what happened to All About the Tea's channel? What is she doing at Wiley Cody Live? Fill me in. P.S. Congrats on your monetization. Woo, woo. Okay, so I gave the recap on All About the Tea's channel. There's like a huge, like, you have to go back and watch all the videos because it's so much. Again, cliff notes, it imploded. All the panelists left. Monica got exposed. The real demon avatar may or may not have showed up at Wiley Cody's live last night. Some people are saying it was really her. Some people are saying it's not. Basically, she's at the bottom of the barrel now, and she has to scrape to people to help her, which is Wiley Coyote and that weird side chick doctor. So, yeah. And watch Nosy Ho live tonight for more. But it's so there's so much stuff going on with it. You got to go back and watch the videos. Get a cocktail or get whatever your favorite beverage is. Doesn't have to be alcoholic. Kick your feet up and get ready for the kiki. P, Black women only deserve struggle love. Exactly. Like, why is it that Black women have to be the woman of the house, the man of the house, the head of the house, the side chick, the jump off, the thought, the single mother, like all of that stuff? No. We are allowed to be in our feminine. We are allowed to be taken care of. We are allowed to be prizes. We are allowed to be priorities. We are allowed to be wealthy wives. And that is the come up I want for not just Black women, but definitely Black women, but everybody in the world. I want a global come up. No more struggle love. Oh my God, how did you get back? Okay, you're getting blocked. Did you come in as a different person? Weirdo. Okay. At Young Rich. I know. P, they called Anna Nicole a gold digger because she was considered trailer trash and that man was 100 years old. He had both feet in the grave. Yes. Again, trailer trash isn't our words, but you're correct. That was the public perception of her. So that's why she was called a gold digger, because she was considered beneath him when it came to money, when it came to society, when it came to all of that stuff. She was considered beneath him. And since he was so old and wealthy, people just thought, oh, she must just be in it for the money. Hey, at the real, I'm just saying, says Marcella actually broke the case. If she did, good on my girl Marcella. Speak with your girl Marcella. Give her a shout out, give her a follow. Speak with your girl Marcella. Hey, who Angel One, Dr. Britton. Yes! Thank you. Yes, that is the name that was struggling to come to me. Okay, so Dr. Britton, you're right. She was a doctor from Married to Medicine, LA, who was best friends with Contessa. They met in like college. Then they went to, I want to say like ROTC or something like that. And then they went to like med school together and all that stuff. Dr. Britton and Contessa, to me, had more chemistry on every level than Dr. Britton and her husband, and for damn sure Contessa and Scott. Dr. Britton and Contessa, to me, had the most chemistry out of any of those couple. Young Rich, Britton and her husband didn't sleep in the bed. Exactly. Dr. Britton and her husband didn't sleep in the same bed. I mean, that is a big red flag sign to me, because I think that sexual intimacy is something to be cherished, obviously, but I think it's a really big cornerstone of a healthy relationship. New York Finance says college roommates, I think. Yeah. Yes, Britton. Yes. Britton was Tina. Hi, Tina Brown. Tina Brown says Britton was Contessa's friends. Exactly. Okay, so Deanna C says, if we're going to say Meghan Markle is hypergamy, Kate Middleton is definitely the poster child. She literally skipped college for an entire year so that she can be in the same college year as William. Okay, I agree. I think that Kate Middleton also is, I would say Meghan Markle is more of a poster child than Kate Middleton is, only because Meghan Markle was American. Meghan Markle was divorced. Meghan Markle is older. And Meghan Markle, obviously, I don't believe this, but we have to be real about society. Her being Black, her being biracial was frowned upon. Obviously, I don't think that makes her less than anybody, obviously. But if we're going to be real, let's be real. A lot of people thought she wasn't good enough for him because she was Black, because she was older, because she was American, because she was divorced, all of those things, because she didn't come from money. You know what I mean? Meghan Markle grew up with a single mother. She didn't come from money. She didn't come from society. So to me, Meghan Markle is more of the poster child for hypergamy because she had all of those things to get the hurdle through. Kate Middleton obviously wasn't a royal, but she was within that world. And I think a lot of women make compromises and sacrifices to be with their men. Some women give up their own career goals just to be able to like make the money while their man goes after his career goals. So she kind of holds him down and will put her own self at the back burner to hold down her man. You know, some women, you know, or some women will stay home, you know, and take care of the kids while the man goes out there and get it or whatever. Or, you know, a woman will live in a city she doesn't want to live in. She'll do X, Y, and Z she doesn't want to do to cater to the men. So I think a lot of women make sacrifices and compromises for men. So the fact that Kate Middleton skipped a year in college, okay, you know what I mean? So to me, I think Meghan Markle is more of that picture because it's more of that come up. Like, for example, Sierra is her come up is more of a poster child of hypergamy. You see what I'm saying? Herman said, what happened to All About the Teas channel? Okay. Oh, we caught that one. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Henricia. Hey, Kelly Bronson. She goes, hey, you are a fresh air. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Carolyn, you got said Dr. Britton Cole is her name. Yes, from Married to Medicine. Thank you. Thank you, pretty. Hey, pumps and a bump. Pumps and a bump. You're always on point with your point of view. Love it. Thank you so much. I love it too. Yes, yes, yes. Debbie, keep it light and polite and don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, everybody, keep it light and polite and don't forget to hit that like button. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys, let's see here. Who is up next? Hey, Joanna. She was contestant friend name is Britton. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Okay, the comments are going. So, Entrepreneur Life Ebony. I was racist in most of the girls in Encore. I guess I'm showing my age now. LOL. Yeah, I don't know a lot of them. I think I remember. I don't know a lot of them. I don't know the music, so I have to watch. I have to watch, and that maybe I can get into it. Maybe there's good drama. Hey, Miles Kidman. I think All About the T channel got deleted. Is that what she's saying? What happened to the channel? You guys, what? Oh my God, Nosy Ho is about to be on it tonight. I can't wait. Entrepreneur Life Emily goes, best cliff notes in under 90 seconds. I know, right? I was like, okay, girl. I was like, there's way too much tea, way too much mess. I can't go through all of the crap that happened. Hi, the King's Finest. Hey, handsome. He goes, hey, Candy Poppington, LOL. I love watching Portia on RHOA, but sis doing entirely too much. I agree with you 1,000%. It's like she's just looking for any rich man and doesn't care where she finds him. I agree, and that's why Portia was giving gold digger vibes because it's so clear she is not into him. She saw a dollar sign. She saw his house, which is now up for sale, which is also suspicious. And all that stuff, and she just wanted to go after it. She just wanted the money. So, yeah, the King's Finest. Yeah, I agree with you. Not gizzard and boring, LOL. That's why I love you guys. You guys are freaking hilarious. At the real, I'm saying not boring. DGF67, Candace equals the golden child. Yeah. 0317 meme says her mom is black, her dad is white, and doesn't acknowledge her. Yes, for Ashley, you're right. Yeah, her dad is white and he doesn't acknowledge her, and that part is actually really sad to see. You could see the trauma. She was like, just acknowledge me, like literally just admit that I exist. That is crazy. Hey, Farah, if Ashley has issues with the black side of her family, that could be some identity dysmorphia. Exactly, since her white father wants nothing to do with her. Exactly. And she also said that she was getting a lot from Michael, almost like a paternal figure more than anything else, which, I mean, if you think about it, she married an older white man who essentially mirrors her dad, an older white man. So I think that she's trying to get from Michael what she never got from her father. She's trying to get that love. She's trying to get that acceptance. She's trying just to be seen by him. And I think that's the biggest thing with Ashley. She just wants Michael to see her because she never felt seen by her father. So that's what I think is going on there. Hey, at the King Finest girl, now Michael Darby, it's an I want me some Juan type of thing. Right? That's what I was saying. Like, I don't get any Michael Darby, it's like, come on, dude. He's, come on, Michael. Like, who takes Michael Darby seriously? It's kind of what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, nobody really takes Michael Darby seriously. Like, the crap he pulls, like, nobody's taking Michael Darby seriously. That's why I don't get any, negative vibes from him because, I don't take him that seriously. It's it's not that deep with Michael Darby for me. Let's see these comments. Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you, King's Finest. I blocked him. I blocked that guy. Ridiculous. Hey, King's Finest. The women should seriously be respected and valued since we come from them. Exactly. Everybody comes from a woman. Women bear daughters. Women bear sons. Exactly. Hey, Entrepreneur Life with Ebony. Yes, Dr. Britton, her and Contessa have more chemistry than any couple on Married to Medicine. Ain't that the truth? I'm not a negative person, and I never want to speak ill or the demise on a marriage. However, can we talk about Dr. Heavenly and Daddy? Do we think he's just waiting until all the kids are out the house? Said what I said. Hey, Dina, I agree. Megan was self-made. Kate wasn't. Exactly. Thank you, Deanna. Yeah, Megan was definitely self-made and Kate wasn't. And Kate, to me, she was already in that circle, in that world. So, yeah, I agree with you 100%. Hey, Joanna, yes, you can't go to All About the Chi channel. LOL. Damn. I think Nosy Ho got those MTV people involved and those MTV people from Catfish, or maybe just the power of us on YouTube. Justice. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh, but now at Miss Drea, girl. So cute. So pretty. She goes, her channel is still up. That's a lie. Oh. You guys, you know what? This is just the story that keeps on giving. Okay. Oh, Young Ruth says maybe Demonica blocked doll. I think it's still up. Okay. So now some people are saying it's still up. Wow. Hey, Tamara. She goes, new to the channel. I'm loving your insights. Thank you so much. I'm curious. Did you study psychology or communication? Because my goodness, you were great. Loving it from Montreal, Canada. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. No. I did not study psychology and I did not study communications. Oh my God. Let me guys know. Do you want me to do a live, like an Ask Me Anything live, where we can all come together? You guys can ask me fun questions and we can all get to know each other. We could do that. But no, I did not study psychology or communications. Oh, at Miss Stray Girl says, right, it is definitely still up. Okay, so Miss Stray Girl is confirming what Young Rich said, that it's still up. So maybe some of us are blacked. Maybe it was suspended for a minute. Who knows? Hey, Farah, she goes, at King's Finest, everyone loves Juan. Yes, I do like Juan. I like Juan. But I kind of want to start a free Juan petition Like, can we just free Juan? Can he be free to date whatever girlfriend he's dating, and he doesn't have to pretend to be engaged to Robin because we all know that they're not really engaged? Like, can we have like a free Juan like change.org? But don't get me wrong, I actually like Robin, but not in the sense that I would want to hang out with her, because I don't think that we'd have a lot to talk about. But I don't dislike Robin, but I don't find her engaging. I just kind of think boring, just like you guys said. Sorry, Robin. No shade. I like you. At Miles Kidman, also checking out Chasing LA and TSWDLF, and YouTube Candy sponsors it. Okay. We're going to check him out. You know who covers Chasing LA? Again, shout out to Rodney the Voice. He turned me on to Chasing LA. I don't know what TSWDFL is, but I'll check it out. Yeah, right. Dr. Heaven and Daddy are living the perfect marriage. LOL. I don't know. I kind of sense, and let me guys know what you think. Maybe I'm tripping, but I kind of sense that Daddy is resentful to Dr. Heavenly. Like, remember it before, it was all like alleged and alluded to that she kind of trapped him, that she knew he would be a good father, that like she knew he was a guy that I'm not sure if he was close to his dad or not. I don't think he was, or something like that, but it was very much instilled in him that when he became a dad, he was going to be an active dad, and how she got knocked up and they got married right away. So I just sense that there is a resentment of him towards her, because to me, it seems like Daddy tolerates Dr. Heavenly. And I think that toleration is going to wear thin once the kids are out the house. All of the kids are out the house. That's just what I think on a gut level. But I wish no ill will on anybody's relationship, on anybody's marriage. I hope everybody is happy and healthy and stay together. But that's just my gut feeling. Hey, at the King's Finest. Yes, that Farrah, Juan is that guy. Juan is free. # free Juan. Okay, Farrah says, update into live started 20 minutes ago. What? It did? Damn, I have to go catch it. I'm going to have to catch it. Well, we've been on here for over for 2 hours and 25 minutes. Let me jump through these comments, because I want to make sure I get anybody's comment who I haven't gotten yet. So let me jump through the comments so we can go over there and catch Nosy Ho live. Hey, Miss Drea says, hey, yes. Pumps and a Bump says, it's up. I just checked. New York Finance says, Daddy is so cool. He might be okay with Heavenly's antics. I mean, or maybe he's just like tuned out to them. I don't know. Hey, Karen Jackson, 2009, so her channel is still up. You have to type channel at the end. Oh, wow. Let's see here what you guys are saying. Yes, Dr. Damon is definitely just tolerating Dr. Heavenly. Exactly. New York Finance is not free one. All right, you guys. Woo. We have been on here for 2.5 hours. Yes. All right, guys. I am going to call it. It is a Friday night. Let's go and watch Nosy Ho so we can get the rest of the All About the Tea. Find out who this avatar is. So if you guys have had fun, if this has been a good kiki, be sure to like, subscribe, support the Cash App and PayPal only if you want to. Hit that notification bell so you get alerted when I go live. Speaking of going live, I may or may not go live over the weekend, but Monday for sure. That's why you want to hit that notification bell so you get all of the information. At the King's Finest says, we love you, Candy. No, I mean, yes, but I love you guys. Like, this is so much fun. Oh, yeah, I don't be wanting to leave, laughing my ass off. I know. Should we keep going for a little bit more? No, it's been 2.5 hours. It's been 2.5 hours. We'll kiki it up again. But I love you guys. I appreciate all of you. And it is my goal that I just hope you laughed a lot if not 1 or 2 times during this kiki. I hope it took you away from any problem, any obstacle, any bullshit, any burden that you're facing in your life, and you just had this time to relax, unwind, and have fun, and just laugh at all the silliness going on in the world. So I love you all. Be safe tonight. Be safe this weekend. And yeah, I will see you next time. I love all you guys. Hit that like, subscribe, and share. Support if you want. And we will keep this going. We're going to keep this going. The train has just started. I love, love, love you all. Be safe. Mwah. Bye, guys. Yeah, look at all the love. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.